Thank you. Mic was off because I haven't fixed all of my stuff for the new overlays and everything. So it's been kind of interesting. I did some work through today, and like it's been kind of interesting, and it's been a lot of changes. Because like I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I was like, okay, I know I want to do this. I want to stream today, and I was like, I don't know what I want to actually stream. So it's kind of been an interesting version of that. And so I was like, you know what? Instead of me sitting here being like, ah, thanks, I'm glad I like the transition. Yeah, so transition's updated. It's a little cleaner. But I was like, you know what? We're just going to do just chatting. But, aw, Star, I missed you too. Thanks for stopping by. But, Bubbly, I don't think I remember you. I'm sorry. It's been a long time, I'm guessing. But I feel like you should stop by for Mario Maker. I might be completely wrong. But, nah. Sagorn, you guys are so sweet. I'm glad. Thank you. I missed you guys. Ooh, Star. I think that Hitman channel is becoming more and more needed. Because,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's not cool. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, no, I know Captain Scary Leopard, dude. I didn't know that you changed your name again. How have you been, dude? You been alright? Try and keep chat a little more focused. You got a little off the hinges last time.
Must focus.
But yeah, I know I'm gonna try and avoid using your regular name to keep you anonymous, and we're just gonna stick with Sonic. What's Sonic's actual name, guys? What's his middle name that's real funky, or his last name?
Miles.
No, that's Tails.
No.
No, what's Sonic's like weird Sonic
The weird
full
one,
name?
The one that we watched that video.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Polygon
Oh,
video?
no.
No.
Ogivile? Ogilvie. Maurice the Hedgehog is Sonic's actual name. Like, here it is. Here it is, guys. Here it is. In chat. Yeah. That's Sonic's real name. It's not even Sonic. Sonic's his nickname. But no.
The Maurice Hedgehog.
Oh, nice. Nice,
Okay.
Leopard. That's awesome. And that sucks, Star, that you stepped on it. That's rough. F's in chat. F's in chat for Star. But you know what? We haven't done this. I was like, you know what? We're going to do our thing. And it's going to be a good time. And so I did a few new things with stream. All right. Sounds good, Star. Have a good night. Get some good rest. Thanks for stopping by. We love you too. But I think that's from like, I don't even know what that's from. It's like from the comics or from like the TV show or just something crazy that I'm not really sure. And I don't know why that's his name at all. Like, it's real weird. But yeah, it's like, it's fully like into the lore of like, it's official. Like, Sega like blessed it. They're like, this is what it is. But yeah, Sagor and Sonic T Hedgehog.
Wait,
T
okay,
short for the.
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. The Sonic Encyclopedia pages list Sonic's complete name as Ogilvie Maurice Hedgehog. However, Sonic the Hedgehog Archie Adventure Series number 53 seems to reveal his full name as Maurice Wentworth Hedgehog.
That's even worse.
Are you kidding? Maurice is a great name for a hedgehog.
Is it? Is
Yes.
it?
Absolutely it is.
I don't know. I don't know.
Weirdly enough, Sonic lore wasn't on the list of topics, but I'm totally down for it. It's a deep, deep dark hole.
Add it.
Did you all know that there's a Sonic Bible?
No,
No.
I don't know if that's
okay.
good.
Okay, so there's a series on Polygon called Unraveled.
Yeah,
which
we've watched them on stream.
Right. He does a Sonic one.
Okay.
And apparently in the early stages of, Sonic development, which that's a weird sentence to say.
Mm-hmm.
In the early stages of Sonic development, the employees there at Sega wrote this huge list, this whole story for Sonic's, life and his relationships with people. Anyway, it goes on to, I don't know, it's just really good. It's really good.
Is it?
Apparently, he helps out local women in a knitting circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good, okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't at me. I mean, do at me. I will defend Sonic until the day I die.
Yeah,
But don't make me.
that's fair. I don't know, but it's interesting. But yeah, no. Anyways, back to the original question. Yeah, no, my week was
Sorry.
interesting. No, you're good. I have been home since last Sunday, or last Monday morning. Since 4 a.m. last Monday, I have spent a total of 12 hours home on Thursday, and now just about 12 hours. So 24 hours I've spent at home in the last week. So it's been interesting. Oh, I watched the Sonic TV shows. Like, they're pretty epic with like the band and everything, and the music's pretty dope. But no, it's good. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that you like didn't know much about him. Like, I feel like a lot of people who like dive deep into Sonic lore are all about the like the shows and the comics and everything else with it. But on that, we did watch, was it a 43-minute Jess video on Knuckles the Hedgehog, the game, which
What? Wait, try that again.
Knuckles the Hedgehog? Not Knuckles, Shadow.
No, it's Knuckles the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, it's Shadow. I don't know why I say Knuckles. I think it's because I'm like reading Sonic Knuckles Tales and my mind's like not there. Yeah, but about that game and why it's just a train wreck. And I enjoyed playing it a lot as a kid because like I thought it was rated teen because like I got it from Blockbuster. And I was like, heck yeah, like this game's so edgy and there's guns because my mom was like really anti-gun growing up. So like any game where I could play guns, like no Call of Duty, no Grand Theft Auto. So I was like, Shadow's where it's at. And it's just like that game is a train wreck. Like I don't know if it's better in Japanese, like where the translation issues. Like one of the missions, you help Eggman the whole thing, and then at the end he's like, check out my new robot, I'm gonna F you up with it. And it's like, why? We just helped you. Don't be a douche, Eggman. But like if you play on the good one, it's the same exact boss fight, and he's like, I made a new mech and I'm gonna F you up. It's like, okay, sure, we like messed up your castle and like ruined your day or whatever, but like okay, sure. Like, why you guys really just wanted this boss fight and did not care that you guys made a game about choosing stories? Like,
Wait. Which game?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, now, if we're talking about Sonic games with weird stories, has anyone else played Sonic Heroes?
No, it's the one I'm told to play though all the time.
It's so good.
So I've been told.
I played a lot of Sonic Adventures 2.
Sonic Adventures 2 is very good.
It is very good. I loved that game.
Sonic Heroes is really good. You get to play as Big the Cat, and I think that's just what every Sonic game needs.
That's what Sonic Adventure is all about too. It's screw the other 5/6 of the game. It's all about fishing on Emerald Coast.
Fair.
But yeah,
the team aspect for Sonic Heroes is like the really cool part about it.
Yeah, I think that's like the problem of like, because I was talking about this with like Sonic Boom. They're like, it's a team aspect, but it's garbage because it's like you never do anything as a team. It feels like instead it's like all four of you are one place and you gotta open a door, and it's like here's this quote unquote puzzle, but instead it's like, oh, here's the blue path, the blue guy goes down it. Here's the red path, the red dude goes down it. Here's the pink path, the pink girl goes down it. And here's the orange path, the orange dude goes down it. Like, that's not a puzzle, and that's not teamwork. They all go and do their own thing. Like, there's like one time when like Knuckles and Sonic you have to like change between so that they can move forward. It's an escort mission with yourself, and that's the worst. Like, escort missions suck, and now you're paced by your own self, and you're like, can I just have this dude move? Like, no, he's got to stand way back there after you open 12 doors, and you got to walk all 12 doors and swap characters again. You're like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, it's so bad. But yeah, no, Silver the Hedgehog's really cool. Silver's like real edgy. I can dig. Silver's like the right amount of edgy, you know?
Tails is where it's at.
Hell yeah, Tails is my boy.
Tails is the best Sonic character.
Tails
Followed
is-
very closely by Big the Cat, and then that's it. End of list.
I'll be honest, when I was a kid though, like Knuckles was definitely my favorite.
Okay, yeah, I mean Knuckles fucks, but
Yeah.
he doesn't fuck well.
Like,
Yeah,
I think he was the
well,
I
he
think
tries
he was
to
my favorite
fist.
though because he was always like punchy, and like martial arts was a big part of like my childhood. So I feel like that's probably more why I related to his character.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, well, Sonic has an infinite jump glitch. The fact that you put glitch in there is like, that's not an advantage that the devs want. That's just a thing that happens.
Wait, no, Knuckles can fly. That's not an infinite jump glitch. That's just Knuckles being able to fly.
Yeah,
Like,
That's just Knuckles. Knuckles has that power. What are you talking about?
Knuckles
got that
confirmed.
power.
Yeah.
He's got the power. Ow.
Dude, it's so like, the thing that blows me away with that game is like watching somebody play it and they spent, I don't even know, like 20 hours on that game and then skipped half of it and it was still a 20-hour playthrough. Like, how long is that game where nothing is about nothing and it gets all confused in its own lore? It's like you're the old guy, but you're the new guy, but it kind of gets as convoluted as like trying to put all the Legend of Zeldas into the same game. And it's like they tried to do that, but they are like, we're not gonna mess up like Zelda. We're gonna straight up be like, all these games are related, and we're gonna make a game that explains it. And it's like, why? Don't stop, please. Oh, I think it is. You can see hidden objects with like somebody. It's like Sonic Boom's just not good.
No, Sonic Boom's a terrible game.
It's just unfinished. It's pretty rough.
Alright, well, while we're on the topic of Sonic games,
Yep.
Sonic Riders?
Sonic Riders
good.
bangs. Sonic Riders bangs so hard, and I want all those characters to come back. And I love that game, and I rented it for 2 weeks to 100% it. 2 weeks. I was a cheap kid. Blockbuster was expensive. You had to have a credit card on file to get games. I was like 12. I didn't have a credit card. Like, bruh, like it took so much to get my family to be like, yo, can I rent this game for 2 weeks? And they're like, oh, is it like gonna help you with stuff? And I'm like, sure. I get to ride thing and race and be cool. Oh my, so Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic, there's 3 of them, right? There's 3 Storytale Sonic games and they're all trash. Like Sonic Riders is fun because it's just a racing game with cool characters and awesome music. Like, you could throw any dude in there. Shit, dude, you could like throw some crazy, like throw the Noid, like the Domino's Noid onto that thing and be like Noid Riders and it'd be a great game. So like, that's why I can't be like, it's a good Sonic game. It's just a good game. Like, like I want Domino's to make the Noid Riders now, like. But no, yeah, Sonic, yeah, the Secret Rings and Black Knight are just, fix yourself, bad. Like, it's just weird and strange and like, I don't know what's going on ever. And like, it's just like, why do these games exist? I don't get it. I don't get it. They're there to be there. I'm like, Neato Burrito, guys. I think there was yeah, the Arabian Night books. I think there was supposed to be a 3rd one. It got canceled because the first one just did so bad. Like, but yeah, Sonic Dash, is that the mobile game?
Yeah, that's the mobile game.
Is that just Temple Run but with Sonic?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
Yeah, why? Once again, it's just Temple Run, but they threw Sonic on there, like, cool beans. It probably runs the same engine, honestly, like, because why not? But, yeah, no, it's interesting, for sure. But, anyways. So the topics, I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, so, howdy, Somebody, Major Phaser, hello. Sonic is not on there, but also the last one is whatever I feel like. So Sonic just showed up and it's like, we're gonna do it and we're gonna talk about it and it's gonna be a thing and we're gonna like half podcast this and see what happens. And you know, it's cool and it's fun and it's just, so originally so here's why we're doing this, like legitimately, of like, it was like either I set up to do basically BS speedrunning of Super Mario World. I haven't found a good guide that I like. I'm having weird issues with it. Like, all the guides are just bad. Like, there's not like a world by world guide, which is really weird. That, like, this is a huge community. You would think somebody would do that. It's like, maybe I'll do it. I don't have time for that. But yeah, no, Sonic Unleashed was crazy and garbage on the Wii, in my opinion. But I heard it's great on the Xbox, and... Alright, we're going through this. Jess has heard this. I don't know if you have, Drew, so...
I have. You've done this to me before.
Sonic Unleashed is the craziest game that's ever been developed by the Sonic team. Because they just didn't care. Like, they couldn't have cared. They couldn't have been like, we're gonna make this game. Oh, I did, yeah. We're gonna come up with this thing. We're gonna come up with this idea, right? And it's gonna be werewolves. Because what are the girls into? They wanna get that Jacob D, right? So we're gonna make a werewolf game so that the girls wanna play Sonic and get them into video games. Not true. Maybe it is. I don't know. But they're like, so we got this idea. We're gonna make the werehog, and he's gonna have stretchy arms and powers. Because I don't know why. I guess the werewolves have stretchy arms and powers. Just cause, right? And here's the thing, we want to release it for Xbox and for Wii, but both run on different coding systems because they're made by Nintendo and Microsoft respectively. And so how do we do that? Do we make the game and then we convert it over like we have with every other game? Or do we do this crazy thing where we hire two teams, one who makes an Xbox version, one who makes a Wii version, and they'll collaborate a little bit and we'll give them a general storyboard, but they can do whatever they want with it. Like, it's cool. We'll give them like a thumbs up and be like, you're doing great, bud. Like, yeah. All right, cool. So you have this Wii version that is like 3/4 the same of the, or like 3/4 the game that the Xbox version has. It's got crazy soundtrack in both of them. That's just like awful. It makes no sense. You feel like you're being attacked all the time by the soundtrack. And like, yeah, it's not good. And it's like, I don't even know why it exists. And it's like, why did you do this? Why, like, and it's weird how obvious, like, you read reviews of these games, and it's that Sonic Unleashed on the Wii gets about a 6 to 7 out of 10, on average, from what I've seen. And somehow, the Microsoft Xbox version gets an 8 to 9 out of 10. That's a good game. An 8 to 9 is a good game. A 6 to 7 is a bad game. Like, it's not, like, it's decent, I guess. It's a playable game. You know, it's playable at 6. 9 on the other end is a good game. Like, some of the best games ever made, like, by people objectively are like, have 9 out of 10s on like IGN and like Game Radar and all these other sites and reviews. And it's like, why did you do this? Why did you clearly see like, oh, like, you guys clearly had the okay, and you were like, hey, by the way, Wii team, the Xbox team's doing some cool stuff. You should do it too. Then what? The Wii team was like, screw you, man. We do whatever you want. We'll make garbage if we want. Like, why? Why did you do this, Sonic? Sonic team, you make no sense. Why do you do the things that you do? Do you think it works? But, yeah, Sonic Forces, but it's a $30 game. In my opinion, Sonic Forces is a $30 game. Like, you get 30 stages with some other stuff, a lot of stuff. You get just like 2 unlockables. There's a lot to 100%. Like, you get to make your own character and you get to be input into a Sonic game, which is cool. It's not a AAA title game, which is why it's not rated at $60. But it's like a $20, $30 game, I guess. Like, it's a 7 out of 10 $30 game, but yeah. I don't know. Sonic every now and then you're like, whoa, this track actually kind of bangs. You're like, all right. And some songs, this is the problem, and we talked about this too, Jess. We're like, Sonic has good songs. They write good songs, and then they don't put them in the games properly, is the thing. You're like, I have no emotional attachment to this. This doesn't fit. It feels out of place. Like, the whole, because like, even us listening to Fishing at Emerald Coast as an actual song, it's a good song. It's so weird. And then like you replace the main piano part with a cat synthesizer, and then you put it in a game. That's what Sonic does. Why? Why? Like, all right, cool beans. But oh yeah, so this is here, since it's on the topic. So second topic is about streams, right? Because we're always going to talk about streaming. choosing your mods is important, and I love Jess and Drew and my little brother because they do a really good job and they've like leaned into it, and I appreciate you guys. And it's like when we go in, and like we do a lot of talking about like who's going to be added into the mod team as we like grow and stuff, and we've done a lot, and like a lot of scoping. We're like already looking at ideas and like things to work on. And yeah, exactly. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, all. But mods, some people, so there's like 3 ways to do mods, or that I see people do. One, they don't do mods at all and they rely on robots only. Super dangerous. Becomes a real hassle when you're like doing like games and you want to shout people out properly, or do editing, or do ads, or when you don't have somebody like a mod needs to be a consistent streamer who understands you. That way, like when people are asking questions and you're in the middle of a gameplay, they don't get ignored. Instead, they get their questions answered by somebody who's qualified and clearly is marked that they're capable of answering this question properly by the streamer. It's why mods get a special symbol in chat, which is really nice. 2, it also helps me when I can't like immediately be like, I need to drop the ban hammer on this dude real quick, because I'm like got both my hands distracted and I'm not about to lose a PB over some dude who wants to be a bigot, you know. Like I threw one away, I think, during something because I was like, I can't, no, like it's not worth it. But like it's you shouldn't have to make those decisions is what it comes down to. The really dangerous thing I see is like, oh, you've been like a streamer for like, Luke, hello, it's been a long time, nice to see you, bud. One of the dangerous things I see people do with mods, and it creates a really bad environment every time I've seen it, unfortunately, is they're like, oh, I like you. You want to be a mod? Cool, here you are. You've been in my stream for like 3 hours. You're now a mod. Doing well. And like, that's real dangerous. You end up... Why is this? This is not the song I wanted. Hold on, I gotta hop on YouTube. I want Big Fishing... and Emerald Coast, Sonic. Is this it? Yep, okay. It came up with that fishing video that it did last time. But, oh,
yeah.
Oh, dude, it's all good. But it's this thing. Of course, Luke, of course.
Oh God, Luke.
Every time. I think you're gonna have to redo it because I just beat you with the song request. But with mods, it's really dangerous to just have everybody. One, because you have to realize that the behavior that your mods partake in is what people are going to come to your stream and be like, oh, that's how I should behave. And so if your mods are sitting there being spammy or annoying or harassing or beating down the streamer, everybody who hops in chat's going to be like, oh, it's cool to abuse this streamer. Not a good time for the streamer. Yeah, right? Like, mind blown. But, like, it's this real issue of, like, you need to do proper, like, what's the thing? Screening, right? Proper screening of mods. You can't just have some dude who shows up all the time. You're like, cool, this guy's gonna be my mod and we're gonna have a good time or whatever. You gotta sit there and be like, this is my friend, or this is somebody who partakes not only in streams, but like preferably as part of your Discord or as part of your community outside of it, because they're going to have those questions. When somebody's like, hey, what does this mean? And they can be like, hey, check the FAQ, or hey, when he says bang, like here's how you do bang, or like here's a proper way to do a command, or like, yeah, like, so you have to do this thing of like, it gets dangerous. And the problem, I was in stream last account. Yeah, so like, right, so like not having mods is dangerous. Having bad mods is worse than having no mods, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, because at least having no mods, you're in control fully, but I don't know anything. Jesus. Luke. Luke, stop.
Luke,
stop.
Luke.
Stop.
Sir.
Sir. I haven't done the Zoom for this one yet. But it's kind of, well, like, it's not only knowing things about me, but it's knowing how the stream runs. It's like when yeah, no, right, no, Sonic, right, like I added my 3 best friends in the world. Like, these are the people who I chose for my mods. I'm like, this is a good choice. And it's also like the 3 people who I know are into streaming. Like, Drew was streaming before I was. Jess has been watching RP forever now, it feels like. It hasn't been that long, but like, and like, yeah, so it's like these people understand Twitch as well. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna have somebody who doesn't show up in Twitch or doesn't understand the regulations of Twitch or how people work or understand what a raid is or what the proper responses are. Yeah, so it's important to like, so like for like Mario Maker days, right, where like people are like, how do I add a level? It gets kind of like, I think I just changed my level bot for Mario Maker, so I gotta look up some of the commands for it. But I know with the original Warp World there was a like how to, and you would like do that and it would like tell you how to submit a level, and it's really cool and really nice. And so like when people like would drop in chat, it's nice to have a mod who can be like, oh boom, let me do that command that's gonna answer this question for you. And like it lets us focus on whatever's going on in chat versus like the questions that aren't necessarily part of the conversation but are still relevant. Like I'm not saying like don't ask questions, I'm saying like having a mod there to answer those questions that kind of like, if we're in this middle of this conversation, some dude drop by and is like, how do I do a song request? Like it kind of takes away from from like this conversation that we're having. And so it's nice to have like a mod who's in chat who's like, oh, this is how you do it, and like I can keep talking, I can keep doing my thing. But the thing with that too is like I get really confused with certain streamers who like, it gets a little weird too when you don't trust, when you either, I don't know how other people are doing it. I've seen bigger streams and like two, for example, and I'm not going to call them out by name, and I'm not going to call these mods out by name, but earlier today I was in a stream and I posted a link. I clipped the streamer and I posted the clip in chat. That way they know, hey, like, yeah, you can go back and see clips, but you always don't know. Like, I forget to go back every now and again. So it's nice when people post and like, you kind of get like that initial reaction, me watching my own clip on stream, which can be fun. And so what happens with that too, and everything with that is that it's really cool because like, cool, you know, there's a clip, you get to use that because it's nice to have clips. Clips are great. One, they're great for social media. You rip them, you put them on Twitter, you take them, you make the highlight video like at the beginning. Most of that was from clips that other people did, which was awesome. And it makes my life easier, and it's really nice and it's fun to do that. But so I posted this clip in this chat and it got auto-modded. So the bot banned it because it was a link. Fizzy, hello! Dude, dude, it sucks they've been having so many issues with chat today. I stopped by earlier and like every time it's like just the router issues. Like I hope it gets fixed. That's rough. But it's nice to see you here, bud. But so it got banned by Automod, and they're like, and the Automod's like, hey, make sure you ask to do a link, and I got banned for 30 seconds. And then the streamer was like, hey, oh, it's a clip, I need to add it to the whitelist. So like that's something that like, hey, you should probably put in a notepad, that way clips, because when you do block links you can do whitelists, like allow YouTube, that way when people do song requests it doesn't ban. When you do clips it doesn't ban. You do like https clips.twitch.com/star, and it's like, cool, anything after this it's allowed. On two streams your chat is about pollen compared to stream. Yeah, that's real weird. Yeah, so which is like, you need to do it right, but the thing is like, cool, if you don't want like, if you like, I get that's a link, but also it's like, it's a clipped link of yours, and when I get banned it's kind of discouraging. Discouraging, that's the right word, right guys? It's sure. Right, it's discouraging to sit there and be like, cool, I posted this clip and I got banned for it. That feels bad, even though they permitted me to do it right after. And it's like, okay, cool, like hopefully you add the whitelist in the future, but how the mod dealt with it afterwards actually put a really bad taste in my mouth, where he was like, hey, here's our Discord, please only post clips to our Discord. Okay, cool. I've thought about joining your Discord, but like the fact that you're like, oh, you can only do this in our Discord, like I get that that's maybe a benefit, but how it was presented felt very aggressive and I didn't like it. And so it made me not want to join that Discord, because I'm like, you are telling me like I have to do this, and I have to like, there's a way to like regulate nicely, and then there's a way to be like, you need to do this and this is only allowed, and I don't like, basically it feels like, hey, I really appreciate you doing that clip, we're trying to not have links in chat, could you please post in our Discord from now on? I'd be like, oh, cool, yeah, that's the right way to do it. But saying you can, what was it, you must, or you can only post clips or whatever, it was very aggressive and at me, like in public, of like, hey, you could DM me, that way I'm not being put on blast for posting a link in your entire thing, which like I try and do my Discord moderation now, mostly behind the scenes, after some critiques for doing it publicly, because I was like, oh, if I do it publicly other people see it and not do it. But instead it made people feel like they were being attacked, and like I totally get that, so I started doing it behind the scenes. I think it's been going a lot better. And I get your message in a sec, Fizzy, I'm sorry. But like I really didn't appreciate that, and it was like really bugging me. And so it's like you need to sit there and be like, okay, cool. Also, I think my overlay just flipped out. Oh, maybe not. And it's like, also I downloaded new stuff for OBS, so it's being all weird. Oh, gotcha. And so it's like there's a right way, and you need to talk to your mods sometimes of like, hey, I don't appreciate the way, or maybe you need to voice with the streamer of like, hey, I didn't like how the mod dealt with it. Here's my solution to fix this, maybe, you know, of like, this is the way to do it. Cross, hello, nice to see you. Luke, thank you for the host. I don't have my host properly set up on this one. I just realized I gotta fix that too. I fixed on all my other ones and forgot to do it on this one because I just made it. But on to chat real quick. Yeah, I hope it's Irish. I don't know what it is. Looks like I couldn't stay up for more than an hour and a half at a time. Yeah, you might want to contact them. They might be throttling or doing something weird. Check your data usage on your router. I had all kinds of issues where I had the same thing. About 2 hours into my stream, it would always drop. I called my internet provider, put them on blast, called them out a lot, got really angry with like 3 dudes, and finally called them, and the dude who was a Twitch streamer was like, oh, dude, I totally get you, and he hooked me up. So like, just keep calling, keep bugging him. Hopefully it helps. Fine with links in my channel as long as it's not like, yeah, no, so like, right, that's why mods are important. They'll be like, boom, get rid of it. Auto host us whack for me right now is so I know how to fix it. Usually it defaults to doing it for a host of 1, but for auto host you have to do it for all hosts, so you have to set it to 0, which is a setting in most alert boxes, which should fix it. Cross, it's going well. I'm glad to be back. It's been like a week. Oh, I want to say this before, but on rants, I can't say this and leave it at that. I've had issues with his... Dude, I don't know what to tell you with that, dude. Like, ignore it, block the numbers. Like, you've done everything you can. I don't know how to help you any further than I already have, and, like, doing our own thing of, like, making sure that we ban him. But, like, besides that, like, all I can do is, like, thoughts and prayers, unfortunately, like, honestly, of, like... Hopefully this dude, try confronting him maybe. Like, I know confrontation's hard, but telling a dude to screw off might help you. Did you get internet, Cross? Did you get the internet? You can block with flip phones, but you can also contact the people. You can contact your service provider and have them block each number if you need to, but flip phones can block. Trust me, I used to block people on my Razr all the time. Yay, Cross, congrats on your internet. Good to hear, bud. Luke, that's rough. Yeah, it's a hard balance. I know Chips does it. Chips streams a lot, and he's in school still, so it's real rough. I work full time, bud, and still stream, so it's one of those. Okay, calm down, Mr. Big Dick Internet. I get it. Like, all the bandwidth, but nah, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad they got internet. They can hang out again. We missed you. Also, I hope that your apartment looks nice. As you can see, my fake apartment looks great. One day you guys will see my real apartment. A little wink into future content. It's... So, actually, we'll go... Luke, it's a good transition to habits after this. But I do have another story about another mod while we're on this topic, sort of. Only 5 numbers can block for 9 days. I can block none, all, or not all. I don't know. That's, yeah, you don't want to block all. I'd contact whoever you have as a phone provider and be like, can you block this number that just called me? And they should be able to do it. But, no, Luke, don't be sorry. I got it. Don't call websites. It's like, sure. It's not going to help if it's like a dude spoofing. And those barely work. But, yeah. Oh, that's weird, Cross, yeah. Check all the fuse boxes. Maybe they were, like, turned off while you were gone or something. Or when before you moved in. If you haven't already done that, like, basic stuff. But... Oh, that's weird. That's awful. You should allow more. So the second story with mods, of one that puts me in a bad taste, is actually I stopped going to somebody's stream because their mod actually really irked me the wrong way. On multiple occasions, this mod has tried to one-up me. Gotta find the CV. Yeah. Yep. That's actually, I think it's funny, but like I didn't know where mine was for the longest time until I blew the one in my kitchen. It's like, well, I just realized I have no idea where it is. It's like deep in my closet. Deep in my closet, behind a bunch of stuff that was in there. I had a bed in my closet for a long time, and I was like, well, gotta rip the bed out of the closet to like turn that off. So, yeah. But, So like that's the other thing. So like a mod was having bad behavior in somebody's chat, and what really irked me about it was that this person, this streamer, does like he properly appreciates his mods. And I think it's a good thing. He puts them on like a good pedestal, and they do great stuff. And the month that this particular mod was really irking me the wrong way and just kind of pissing me off, and was doing stuff like I would clips. Once again, it's always with clips. Maybe I should stop clipping. I love when people clip my stuff, so I like to clip other people's stuff. I think it's good and useful. And you got put in so other people stream what you want to see in yours, I think. And be a good viewer to be a good streamer. And so I clipped this thing, and the dude clipped it first by posting in Discord first, and he asked me to delete my clip because he clipped it first and deserved the fame for it. Who cares?
Obviously he does.
Obviously, you're right, you're right. Screw that dude. Like, dude, this is your mod, and he's bitching about who's a better viewer. Like, if I'm gonna play dick games with who's a better viewer, this dude's a mod and I'm not. Like, you get it. Fine, dude, take it. Whatever. I'm not coming back. Bye. Like, you drove me away from the streamer that you're supposed to be promoting and supposed to be leaving a good taste in. You suck. Like, don't like this dude. Every interaction I have with him, I don't like. I literally, every time I deal with this dude, like, I see his name in chat, I'm like, deuces, I'm out. Because it's a consistent thing of like, I'll be like, also he ignores stream, or he ignores chat, and you're a mod. If I'm like, hey, what's going on? And like I at him, he won't at me back. I'm like, cool, bye. Like, I tried being civil with this dude, and he ignores me and then tries to one-up me. So if that's what you promote as a streamer in your chat, I don't want to be a part of it. But it might be in the closet, Cross. A lot of things are, just like a lot of people. Yeah, no, it is how people are, but I wouldn't mod a jerk into my chat. And the second that somebody was doing that, or if the second that somebody came up to me and told me that, I'd be like, yeah, they're not a mod, bye. And like, I wouldn't, like, unfortunately, I might lose that dude, that mod, who used to be a great viewer. I might lose him as a viewer because I took his privilege away because his behavior was bad. But you need to realize that your stream, Jesus, Jess.
What?
You like dropped something that is like in our ears.
I did not drop anything.
Or you bumped your mic.
Something.
I did not do any of these things.
Foxy sounds like me, but more unfunny. Oh no. No. But
sorry, I don't know what that was. I literally didn't drop anything.
Ah, Fizzy, yeah, see, that's a right way. Meteor Matt has contests for the top 5 clips, and multiple people keep the same thing, credits them all. That's the right way to do it, right? Promote people properly for doing the things that you want to see in stream, right? It doesn't matter who did it first. Like, as long as you guys did it, you're doing the things I like. Maybe I would base it off who did the best title in those, because titles are also clickable things when you go through people's VODs. So, Luke says you dropped the soap. Apparently you're watching me in the shower. Just a little weird.
Oof. Oof.
Well, I like the people.
I don't know. I picked up a bag of screws. Maybe it made a weird sound.
Oh, it was definitely that. Yeah.
Oh, it was probably just from it moving on the desk and it affecting the stand.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. But I know each person is different, but I like people who like the games and stream also. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what you need for mods. But so like those are the things, like just keep in mind. And like, oh, this was the thing that I started saying. Your stream, your overall stream isn't worth one viewer ever, period. You having a good stream and you enjoying your stream is number one, through and through. And if some dude is irking you the wrong way and you've warned him and you've been like, hey dude, please don't do that or whatever, do what you gotta do. If it means giving him a warning, timing him out, or banning him at the worst case scenario, oh well, you lose that one viewer. And I know that's hard to say when you're like chilling at 4 average viewers and you're like, but he's one of my 4 average. Guess what? That dude leaving will help your stream overall. The reason you're staying at 4 is probably because that dude, like through and through. Like I've been to, like Jess and I have, like one of my good friends. Oops, mic bump. I shouldn't be talking. Oof, oof, oh. But one of my friends had like a really toxic mod, and he was a mod that's now banned in his chat because he was being a douchebag and doing real shady things. And it's like, it's okay. How I get down to me level point. Well, Luke, if you stream never, like, that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, no, right? You gotta do what you do, what you enjoy. But streaming is about the chat through and through. It's about having this live interaction, having this conversation. of like being able to like see what you guys say. It's not about like, if it's just like I'm gonna play a game, I might as well do it on YouTube, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with YouTube videos. I think a lot of things are better suited for YouTube. Honestly, I get really like a lot of Foxy 0.00. Hey, everybody starts somewhere. Butter face. I don't even know. But oh yeah, so like it's okay. Like I went over there and I really enjoyed this dude's stream, and then when that dude was around, I was like, bye. And like you gotta think that like I'm a person who enjoyed this stream and know he makes good content or content that I enjoy, and I'm not willing to stick around for this dude. Imagine how new people feel in your stream. Imagine when you get rated over and there's some dude that you're like, who's your mod, or is some just average viewer who's being a dick and you're not doing anything about it. Like it's rough and people don't want to stick around. But on to the average viewer thing, actually, and the topic number 1 of habits. So Jess, Unexpected Otter, guys, go follow her on Twitch. She started streaming.
I did.
She's been playing some Nancy Drew. I said Nancy really weird. Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah, she's British now. It's all good. But it's it's a thing. They're fun. She's learning. It's a good time. But with that and everything on it, so she recommended this book called Atomic Habits, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that douchey thing where I'm like, I haven't read this whole book, but let me tell you about it. Where's the link, fam? Oh yeah, shout outs. You're right. Shout outs. Unexpected Otter. Boom. There you go. Nancy Drew Warren's at Waverly Academy. Fizzy, you on it. You won't give viewers wanting you to play Minecraft, but Super Mario people have or other games. You won't ever get a viewer, but game viewers who like the stream enjoy the stream for what it is, even if they don't like the game. So that's the thing. Actually, like I'll go on that tangent first because I feel like it's a better movement. No, you're good. Because with that, one of the things I really appreciate is seeing like Foxy, who I met playing Smash. I'm pretty sure I met you, Sonic, through playing Super Mario Maker. Okay, yeah, I figured, Fizzy. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're pretty good at everybody who's like a narwhal and everything. Yeah, or Super Mario Maker 2. And like I don't even know when I met Luke. Oh, I met Luke through For Sale, but like I don't even know how he ended up here, but I appreciate you being here, Luke. And like Cross, I met through Bab and Beeb with Super Mario Maker, but it's like we have this community at For Sale, yeah. Like we have all of these like communities that came together to like build the blessing that is the Narwhal Pod, and it's great. And it's also like it's nice for me, of like it's probably, I think so, yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good. And so, but for me, I rarely watch gameplay. Like I watched, I don't know, 4 hours of Mix and Max play Starve together. No idea what that game's about. Looked at none of the gameplay. I like listened to them talk and just like talked with them in chat and like looked at their reactions. And like I know there's like some battles or something and it's like a survival game, I guess, but like yeah, no, it's definitely it somewhat. And like I have a thing with habits on that, of the quality versus quantity thing. But it's interesting, and so it's really nice because like being able, and like this was kind of like a weird test in that, like if I do just streaming, like let's see, or just chatting, let's see how it goes, where you know I'm not expecting to grow off this. Like I grow the most when I play games because people discover people on Twitch from games. Also there's like 1,000 just streaming chats right now, so I'm like way at the bottom, which is fine, but like I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and that's what matters. And like I think that these days are important too. I was talking to Chips on Twitch or on Twitter, and he was like, I'm gonna stop streaming Minecraft because people aren't enjoying it and people aren't watching. But it's like you've done 3 or 4 Minecraft, and like I think he's doing Minecraft on 1 day a week now, which is fine. But like you can't sit here and like, if I would stream Super Mario Maker every day 5 days a week, and then I stream something else and like half my audience showed up, I'd be grateful that half the audience showed up, because clearly I got my build off of Super Mario Maker. People who enjoy watching Super Mario Maker, you know? People who want their levels to be played. So like it's kind of the downside of having a variety stream, but it's also the benefit. It means that people enjoy watching your streams, and sometimes certain people just enjoy you playing their certain game, which is great. And so like you get that equal fee to that. And so it's kind of cool to like build this community of like where I can have all of you here and just listen to me talk about whatever, streaming and habits and boats and Sonic, and like have a good time. And I enjoy it. I like, guys, I've been like being on a boat for 7 days with like barely anybody I talk to is like, for me who likes to rant all the time, is hard. So I need to get it all out. But yeah, exactly. So it's exactly, that's what I'm saying, Sonic. So it's like, it's really good. But so on to habits. So like so this book's called Atomic Habits. Salty life for me, hello. But it was like a good amount. I get caught and like I look back, I'm like, I just led that whole conversation for 3 hours and I'm an asshole for it. But sometimes I'm also like, I'm glad I got to say all the things I got to say, and sometimes the conversation goes well for my rants. It's also great for streaming because I can sit here and just do a just chatting stream for God knows how long, where I will just not stop talking, and it's great. But so Atomic Habits is really cool. I'm halfway through the book. It's a 4-step program of developing good habits and getting rid of bad ones. Don't panic. I'm not. Should I panic? But so the cool thing about it is that like, one, it's not necessarily, it's weird to be like, I posted 2 things on Twitter about it. One was one of the quotes I really enjoyed from it, which I actually can't remember. You know what? Let's do this. Let's Twitter, because I think it's important. Profile. Bang Twitter to follow me on Twitter, guys. It's a really good time. I have posts about whale hoodies and toilet paper being napkins for your ass. Oh yeah, so becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. I think that's a really good quote. Yeah, no, I always have to walk when I'm on a phone call. But the thing about this is, I think that one, the book talks really heavily about identity and making decisions based on your identity and who you want to identify as. And I'm not talking like this craziness of like, oh, I want to identify as a unicorn. No, like you want to identify as a streamer, or you want to identify as an artist, or you want to identify yourself as a speedrunner, for example. And you gotta sit there and like, it's harder and harder in life. And I talk about this a lot because it's actually one of those things that like gets me weirded out sometimes. Like I put a lot of pride in the things that people made comments on growing up. Of like when I was a kid, I had a very large head. And I was like, I got a large head and I'm proud of it. Now my head's average size because I grew into it or something. Like I used to wear big hats for kids. Now I wear regular size hats for adults. So I'm like really weirded out to be like, my identity no longer includes having a big head. Leave that sentence there, please.
Someone clip it.
But it's like this thing of like, you gotta sit there and be like, what do I want? What parts of my identity do I like? Which parts do I not like? Do I like being identified as a smoker or do I not? Do I like being identified as a musician or not? You gotta sit there and think about it, and you need to upgrade and expand your identity to become the best version. The best version of you is a person that you want to be, and then you slowly become that person. And with that, you're on it? Yeah. It allows me to identify as DDD. Oh, King DDD? Dude.
King DDD.
King DDD. DDD. The Penguin Overlord. All hail the Penguin Overlord. But the thing about it that's really cool, and like the reasons why like I don't want to like preach here and be like, I didn't need this book because I have good habits. I have pretty good habits, honestly. I do a lot of things really well, and weird things like get to me of like, it helped me put words into the things I've succeeded at. And I post on Twitter, once again, me posting on Twitter, of, here it's, the things I've had success in, I dove head first and didn't look back. I never was aspiring or trying to be something, I just was. And what that means is I didn't sit there and I wasn't inspiring, like I was an aspiring streamer. I've never been like, I'm gonna be the next big streamer. I wanna be PewDiePie, or not PewDiePie, I wanna be Ninja. Like, I never said those words. I never will say those words. And it's like, it actually is, and I'll get into this too, is the other thing. It's like, but my goals have been really weird with streaming compared to others. But like, I turned on the cam day one, started speedrunning, or actually I tried playing Celeste, and I started speedrunning immediately. why did I start streaming? Because I love Mario Maker, I love speedrunning, I love those communities, and I love the streaming community. And so I dove headfirst. I'm like, I want to be a Mario Maker streamer, I want to be a speedrunner, and I just want to be a streamer in general. So I did was on day one, I turned on the cam and I started speedrunning in game. And I dove into that community headfirst, and I was like, I am a speedrunner, I am a streamer. Now, the thing with that is you can't identify as these things without putting effort in. Otherwise, you're an asshole, right? And I don't want to be an asshole. So what I did is I had to make these... Yeah, I know. Shh. But, like, what I had to do was to be like... Shut up, Cross. You got in my head. But to do those things of, like, to be a speedrunner, and it gets on me of, like, I want to be a speedrunner, so I have to do the steps to make sure that when I say I'm a speedrunner, it's validated. I run multiple games. I made sure that my portfolio was filled in the beginning. I started with quick games that took 10 minutes to learn, you know? And it was like the clips in Discord. Thanks, Fizzy. No turning back. Yeah. So, and it's like, so those are the important things of like, and I'll get to your question in a sec, Sonic. Of like, the reason I did well in stream and why I'm doing well in stream, I'm not doing like amazing. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm the best streamer on Twitch, but I do well, and I think I do well because I have fun, I enjoy what I do, and I consider myself a streamer, and I make sure that I do the things, and I put in the time and effort that when I say I stream to people out in public, they're not like bullshit. I'm like, no, I spend 5 days, I spend 20 hours a week at least streaming. When I'm in port and have the ability to do it and my career's not at risk for me to stream, I stream, and I stream 20 to 24 hours. And that's enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm a streamer, dude. I spend half of a work week. I work half time as a streamer, basically, you know? And, like, I do more credit hours than is required to be a college student in streaming. And so it's like, if I'm going to sit there and identify as a streamer, I need to make sure that I'm still doing those things, because I like identifying as a streamer. And it goes with anything. I like being the dude in the birthing who, when I get off watch at 1 a.m., I still brush my teeth. I want people to be like, oh, screw this guy waking me up to brush his teeth. Like, I do it as peacefully and nicely as I can. I don't want to be that asshole in the stream who's identified as the guy who's loud and birthing, but I want to be the guy who has good dental habits. And it's this weird thing in my brain, and like, I didn't do this first. I wasn't like, I'm reading this book now and I'm realizing why I succeeded in these things. I'm looking at the things I failed as, of like, why did I fail at, like, in 2019, my resolutions were to expand who I was. I wanted to expand my identity. And that was something I decided before reading this book. And I was sat there and I was like, I'm tired of when people ask, who am I? And I'm sitting there and I had a hard time. I'm like, I'm a sailor. And that's it. I was like, I'm a bachelor. I don't know how, like, that's my thing of like, people would ask me, who are you? And I'd be like, I'm the Pied Piper. I'm I'm a sailor. Like, it was weird. Now, and I wasn't necessarily proud of that either, because like, I'm proud to be a sailor when I do sailor things, but my job was really dull at the time. And I wasn't doing sailor things. I was on a boat. I wasn't going out to sea. I wasn't fighting for freedom or whatever you guys think. Like, I was just sitting in an office doing bitch paperwork. And I was like, all right, like, I guess I'm a sailor. And it felt bad to identify as that because I couldn't do the steps that were necessary to validate that identity. And I was like, I need to expand this and do things I can validate. And so, your text color on stream is blending in. Oh, no, I know about that. I tried fixing it earlier. It's really crazy. I'm trying to, like I said, it's new. It says that's white and it's not. I noticed earlier. I tried fixing it right at the beginning of stream. I don't know what to do with that right now. But... So I was like, I started the year and I'm like, I want to speedrun games. So I had a goal to speedrun 5 games. I've hit that. I was like, I want to identify as a reader. So I'm going to read this amount of books. I've been reading this whole year, whether they're comic books or web comics or actual books. And they've been books. I read this trilogy at the end of last year into the beginning of this new year. The Morning Star trilogy. And it's great. I highly suggest it if you like sci-fi books, like sci-fi fiction, science fiction books. I was about to say sci-fi fiction, science fiction books. It's a great book. Like, I loved it through and through. My friend recommended me. It's really good. If you liked honestly, I'm gonna say, like, if you like Divergent, Hunger Games, I suggest reading the entire it's the Morning Star series, and they're really good. Or Red Rising is the first book. Morning Star is the last book, I think. They're really good and really enjoyable. And so I was like, I want to identify as a reader. And I sat and I'm like, I want to get better at art. And that was a problem. I never said I wanted to be an artist. And I think that's why I lost identity. I was like drawing every day and like, I'm an aspiring artist, but I wasn't. I never was like, I'm going to make this into something. I was like, I'm going to draw more. And I started drawing a lot. And I just gained my like, I started like getting like my areas out there. And so it was like, it was interesting. And like I failed at like drawing more. I already have. So it's like, I don't know what to do with that. But also like read Divergent and Insurgent and Allegiant. They are much better books than movies. I actually haven't seen Allegiant. But I don't know, Divergent and Insurgent didn't grab me, and then like I was like, I guess I'll read the book. And the first book I was like, oh, they like actually explain the society well, and it's really good. I don't think there's 4 books. I don't think. I've only read 3. And it was, I think I read 3, or maybe I only read the first 2, because I only saw the first 2 movies as well. There's 4 Hunger Games movies and only 3 books. And the last Hunger Games book's garbage. Mockingjay, not good. So that's when it comes to habits, start with identity, and like it works well for my personality of like, this is what I want to identify as, and I want to validate these things. It's one of those weird things of like, I hate identifying as certain things because I'm like, I don't have like validation. Like I get weirded out when I'm like I'm pansexual, and then people like, I always feel like people are going to question me because I haven't like dated a dude in a year, and I'm going to be like, I don't know, man. I identify as this. I don't know what you want. Like, do I have to make a porno to validate this? Will I feel validated then? I don't know. I don't think that's the right way. I'm not going to do that, by the way. But it's like, it's one of those weird things of like, how do I take... I did a lot of art when I was younger. Classes really help, even if it's like a class in art store, like AC Moore or Michaels. I've never heard of AC Moore or Michaels. I did those as well as to classes in high school and college, which I'd recommend above the art store classes. Yeah, like I was doing really well. I like definitely improved. I like drew every day for 2 months, but like I also had to sit there and be like, what amount of dedication do I want to put into my creativity, and how much do I actually want to claim to be an artist? And while I love art and I love looking at it and I really enjoy being able to draw, I don't know if I want to be considered an artist. And because I don't necessarily know if I want to be considered an artist, I don't know if I want to put the time and effort into it. And that's where these habits started dying. But with that though, of like, you can't just be like, what? Oh, I have not. Yeah, I have not read those either. I didn't even know that those existed. But good to know. Might check them out. MM. Moxie? MM. I don't know who MM is. Marty? Marty.
Michael Moore?
Michael Moore. Marty? Or Eminem. Oh, Mom. Gotcha. I hated drawing. I like paint. I like the product of charcoal, but when it did to my clothes was awful. That's fair. So that's like one of those things. And so like the book starts off with like, you need to figure out and like realize that like you got like, cause you got to choose what habits you want to make, right? You got to figure out of why am I reading this book? What habits do I want to make? What habits do I want to get rid of? And like they talk about like smoking with like getting rid of bad habits. And if you identify as a smoker, you're going to keep smoking, because if you sit there and you're like, somebody offers you a cigarette and you identify as a smoker, but you say that you're quitting, that you're trying to quit. First off, you say that you're trying, which is bad. 2, you're trying to quit, which means that you're trying to quit something. Usually you quit something that's good for you. So you'd be like, I'm trying to quit something bad. You're kind of setting yourself up for failure. Meanwhile, if you start identifying the day that you quit smoking, I'm not saying like smoking's like a willpower alone thing, but it does help. You also have to like take cues and triggers away, and that's the hard part of it. But you gotta sit there and like, it's going to help you a lot if you start identifying as I'm not a smoker, and you truly believe that you don't want to be a smoker anymore and you don't want to identify as any. Somebody offers you a cigarette, you're just like, I'm not a smoker. Is way easier to say, and it validates what you're feeling and it validates your action. And now that person thinks of you as a non-smoker, and now your brain's like, cool, I'm not a smoker. And you start getting this like self-validation cycle that really helps out. And so it's like there's 2 sides of this identity thing, and it's like really good. And then, so like on like a streaming topic, once again, of like, I want to be a streamer. And we always sit here and we talk about, everybody's like, you need to make a schedule. And people, I always argue schedules completely differently than everybody else. Everyone's like, you want a schedule so your viewers need to know when they should see you live. That's important. I agree. I think having consistency and viewers being like, can build a schedule around you is really good. Fizzy. I smoked once because I was so drunk that I didn't realize I didn't smoke. My friend had to point out to me, and I was like, oh yeah, that would explain why I'm coughing so much. Yeah, exactly. So that's my point. Schedule is a commitment. The reason why I built my schedule like off the bat and like adjusted to my schedule was identifying as a streamer, and having a schedule helped me identify that. I was like, got it, cool. And two, it kept me true. I'm like, I need to make sure that I schedule my life. If I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put it off or do that, having it there, it's a commitment. If you keep up with your schedule and you want to be a good streamer, what would a good streamer do? They're gonna stick with their schedule. And if you want to be a good streamer, you're gonna stick with your schedule. The second part of scheduling, which is really interesting, when I started out streaming, I used to do Sunday morning streams. So I was like, I don't know if my glasses got foggy or if the camera got foggy. It was really important because, or I thought it was really cool because I was like, oh, we'll do the week, and then like the weekend you can have like coffee with me, and we'll do like a morning coffee thing. This was while I was building an audience. It didn't work. Sunday mornings were the weirdest thing. I would be streaming for 2 months, do a Sunday morning stream. I had already made affiliate. I had people who knew me at 7 p.m., you know, and like I'd stream like I did speed runs, but I'd also do like surprise Sunday streams, usually like this. Like Sundays are either speedrunning or like surprise streams because we stick with alliteration, but it's like also like, hey, I'm gonna do something different. And I would do these Sunday morning streams and people would be like, oh, are you new? I'm like, no, I've been streaming 6 days a week for 2 months now. They'd be like, oh, I've never seen you before. And it's because a lot of people they base their Twitch watch schedule around when they can watch Twitch. Like before bed, it's a habit. Watching Twitch is their own habit. I'm gonna turn on Twitch when I do dinner. I'm gonna turn on Twitch when I get home from work. So you get those people at certain times. For like me, I figure like I get the people like I'm gonna turn on Twitch before bed, or I turn on Twitch when I'm trying to calm down at the end of the night, or whatever. Like, and I appreciate you guys, and however I'm incorporated in your habits and your daily schedule, thank you so much. It means the world. But Fizzy, a lot of streamers that fall off their schedule stop streaming altogether usually, or take a month-long breaks in between randomly streaming spurts. Cross, I'm gonna turn on Twitch while I'm organizing my apartment. See? Thanks. Yeah. See, I do that too. I turn on Twitch when I'm like doing laundry. I turn on Twitch when I get home. I turn on Twitch a lot, guys. Like, to be a good streamer, you gotta be a good viewer. But yeah. No, yeah, Luke was streaming pretty, like, would like stream like every day for a week, and you're like, dude, it's so nice to see you. And then it would just not exist. And you're like, Luke, you alive, bud? Where you at? Like, I DM'd Luke. I'm like, dude, where? Like, I watched you all last week. You good? It's like, oh yeah, I'm just taking a break. I don't have a schedule. I do what I want. Dude, don't be sorry. I get it. You got your life. You gotta do it. But, you know, like, and I don't fault you. If you're like, if your goal is not to be a streamer or whatever, and you just want to stream for fun occasionally, heck yeah, more power to you. You know, but if you're like sitting here and you're like, I want to be like For Sale. Like, For Sale streams four times a week. So I stream 6 times a week. So, but Sonic, over a year I've been busy on Fridays with work and church, along with my fixed schedule Tuesday to Friday. This makes it easier for me because I'm not too busy, but also not too stressed for being, get carried away on games chat. But I don't want to overdo my schedule, but there are times I need to change games for something else. Yeah, it's a good change for you as well. And like, each person's different. They're watching. There are certain people that I will go to when like nobody else is live because I'm like, I enjoy their content. Then there are other people that I'll be like, I enjoy this dude's content, and then like I get that going live notification. I'm like, I love you, I'm lurking by, because like I just really enjoy theirs, and like it's that nice change sometimes. Or like sometimes it's better suited for what I'm doing. Like there's people that like I love to chat and talk with them, and like I could do that for hours. I could be like, oh, I'm gonna be active in your chat for hours. And there's other people I'm like, I either need to be active in your chat, or I'm going to lurk completely and like do something else, because I enjoy chatting with you, but just like watching, I'm like, and there's nothing wrong with that by any means, but like if I'm doing laundry, I can't actively chat with you. So I need to be like, I need to turn on this streamer that I enjoy, just like where I can just like listen to him talk, or like build a character for 4 hours or whatever, you know? But it's the same thing of like why I choose YouTube over Twitch sometimes. Like sometimes I just need a YouTube video versus live streams. But So yeah, Luke, that's the other thing that I want to talk about. Yeah. I can wake up on my couch at 9 a.m. and not move except bathroom from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. Jeez, yeah. That's breaking bad habits of like what you want to do. And sometimes that's a social cue of like, if you get really used to always sleeping on your couch then not moving, your mind's going to associate the couch with not moving forever. And you got to start making changes. And like, sometimes it's associating, like, for me, I always do my homework on my kitchen table. I associate I don't even eat at my kitchen table, guys. It's awful. I eat like anywhere in my apartment. Like, when I have people over, we eat at the table like human beings. But when I'm by myself, I'm like eating at my desk because my desk is like my workspace where I never sleep.
Never ate at the table.
Yeah, well, when I say, okay, when I have dates over, we eat at the table. When I have romantic interests, I want to impress and be like, I'm a human person who uses a table and silverware.
My feelings are hurt. I thought we were dating and I was having your baby.
You're still having my baby, but we don't have to date for that. God. But...
Wait, Jess isn't black. She can't be having our baby.
Not our baby.
Wait, what?
You're having a baby with someone else?
God help me.
I think we've told the story on stream.
We
Tyler.
have talked about Yolando. Rip Yolando.
Rip Yolanda. I think it was Yolanda.
It might have been, yeah. Yeah, yeah, you haven't been streaming because of the move, which makes sense. I don't stream when I'm out in the ocean because ocean. But, you know.
What? You can't stream on a Navy ship?
What? When our whole network is sharing like 2 megs of data? Like, what? What? I can't stream on that? Who would have guessed? But yeah. Nah, yo, 5 biddies from Luke. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, dude. Biddies. One thing that I don't like about some streamers is when they set high bit limits. Oh, I hate that too. I've gone on rants about that. I hate when people have bit limits in general. Let me do my 1 bit war. Ugh.
I had to double check to make sure that wasn't Delia trying to take #1 spot again.
Yeah. I gotta get in here. But hold on, let me catch up on chat. Alright, read that. Fizzy, one solution for always changing games up is scheduling games for once a week. I usually play a different game each day of the week. I stream so I never feel like I'm doing the same game forever. Exactly, Fizzy, I do the same thing. It's why I have my specific days. It actually bugs me a bit when I'm like, I really want to play this game, but I gotta wait till next week. Like, I'd love to like just like sit down and play Life is Strange with you guys, but I also want to keep to my schedule, and it helps limit us out and keeps consistency. And I know people are like, I'll be back on Wednesdays, and if I'm like, well, dude, I decided to play this whole game on Saturday because I'm a douchebag who doesn't keep to his schedule or his word. But I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll wait. It's okay. But no, it's really good.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've been trying to figure out is, oh, sorry, mic bump.
You're good.
How I'm gonna do my schedule.
Yeah.
I don't know what games I want to play outside of Nancy Drew.
I get blown away. Like Snow Bear and like Dragon Feeny, those people have been playing Mario Maker for years. I'm like, how are you doing this? I love Mario Maker, but to like sit there and play it, like Snow streams like 6 days a week, guys, for like 6 to 12 hours every time. And it's just Mario Maker. And like she started doing Jackbox. But like, that's a lot of one game. But yeah, Salty, like, yeah, I eat at the desk. Jess and I like eat at the couch and watch TV and stuff. So like, it is, yeah. Yeah, see, L shapes would be great for like, here's my dinner table and here's my desk, same space. But yeah, no, any bits is fine. I'm happy with any, but yeah. Luke, LGBT, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. When did you grab that name? July 13, 2018. That's impressive. Ooh, Fizzy posted another clip in Discord. I'm guessing it's about the babies. I have a feeling it's about all the babies that are being made. Marty's a schedule.
Yolanda?
No. Oh, interesting. We might have to pull these up at the end. Marty is a schedule for me in a way. Spitty Hohen, hello. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I just got lucky. Sorry. Gotta get to know me a little more before we commit to that. And I have huge commitment issues, so no promises.
I think you're in the wrong stream, Spitty. Sorry, bro.
Oh yeah, because Marty's in like Amsterdam area. Yeah, I forgot that you guys are like on a crazy different schedule. Yeah, but we fall asleep on each other most of the time daily. That's cute. Nah, that's cool. It's good to have a friend like that where you guys are like comfortable enough to do stuff like that. But I'm more about the it's more about the table. Is it? Yeah. Ooh, Luke. Ooh, your elementary school crush came out as gay too. Oh, you both came out. Ooh, that's gonna lead for some interesting high school drama. Spitty, there are two friends. Both my mods are currently in the streaming channel on Discord. It is a closed channel for full narwhals. I don't know which way you
if you're
go.
looking for a boyfriend,
Yeah, unfortunately,
I don't count.
unexpected mod, aka unexpected otter, you're SOL. But Drew Weplong, give him a follow too, guys.
Oh, hello. Someone shout me out.
I
I'm
gotcha.
playing Smash.
He was last playing Dark Souls. He's currently playing
No,
Smash.
you lie. You're playing Dark Souls.
No,
Spitty.
I was playing Dark Souls. I'm currently playing Smash. I am trying to get Hero to Elite Smash.
Exactly, Spitty. It is kind of gay. But yeah. New Delhi, yeah. Half gay. I don't... Whatever, man. I
Right.
guess that's what bi means. Half gay.
This one
I
might
give
be
up.
it. This one might be it. I might have hit Elite Smash.
Oh, jeez. True. I'm straight, but Rika's bi. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, as I have back... Oh! Oh, real interesting, actually. More high school
It's
interesting.
not. God damn it. How high do I have to get?
I have no idea. I've never even looked.
I'm well over 5 million.
Oh, jeez. I'm at like 3 something. But...
Foxy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it very much.
Aw. Yo, Foxy being the true MVP. But Marty and I have chatted for 3.5 years. Yeah, no. My best friends brought it back. Why? Why am I like...
It's to practice putting condoms on.
Right.
That's important, or
It's very
something. I
important.
wouldn't know.
Ah, Fizzy.
Thank you, Fizzy.
Fizzy's saying real nice things about Drew.
Fizzy saying very nice things about me.
So, Fizzy, if you're interested in Black Online Survival, I'm actually thinking about streaming it. For
Hell
like
yeah.
random
When?
days. I probably like a Sunday surprise stream, because I learned about it from Stargazer.
Yeah, me too.
So shout outs to Stargazer Senshi. I actually,
Is it
I don't
Stargazer
know.
Senshi?
it is Stargazer Senshi. Hold on, let me not screw this up.
Wait, yeah, boom! I win.
Did you get it right?
Bitch.
Yep, boom, Black Survival. There it is. Got it. See, I was gonna
Take
put
that,
2
bro.
eyes, so I'm glad that you guys got it. I confessed to my crush last week and we had sex. Damn, Spitty, and you're still looking for a boyfriend? The fuck you doing? Whoops.
Spitty. Spitty.
That put one in the swear jar. Spitty, look at what you made me do. Look at what you made me do. We're gonna save the narwhals because of you. I like to watch it, but I feel really overwhelmed playing it. People just start attacking me and I'm just like start screeching. Yeah, so I didn't know that like water was important the first time, so I didn't even die from a person. I died from dehydration. I was like 4th or something. I was like doing pretty darn good. Like 3 people had
then
already
you just-
died, and then I just was like, why am I losing health? What's going on? And then I died. But yeah, no, so yeah, definitely check out Stargazer. They're real fun. Great, like, awesome person in the community. They stream Black Survival. It's a good time. Yep, ignoring that. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Why, Sonic? Why? That's still up. I need to turn it off eventually. I got it.
Alright, so that one clip, the
Okay.
second clip that Fizzy posted, was a little bit about the baby.
Okay.
Not ours, yours and Jess's.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do this right. Go here.
Alright, I'm scared. I
Yo,
think I'm gonna lose this game.
Spitty, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Narwhal Pod. I will be right back. I left my narwhals on the couch, guys. I left my narwhals, my cabbages!
My cabbages!
Hello?
Welcome to the Narwhal Pod officially. I'm sorry that I left my narwhals. I hope that they didn't start talking mad shit while I was gone. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Alright. Let's do a window capture on Discord. And, yep, perfect. And does Discord not allow me to do this? Am I not? Or is it because it's behind? Alright, let's throw this bad boy right here real quick. And let's see what happens. No? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, I need to open this in a new video then. Like that anyways. Then we go like this. And then we go... Oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Minimize. Yep. Oh yeah, for anybody interested, yeah. Also, give me... I'm listening! Hold F up for a moment. I thought that was actually your room. Oh, it's not. It's not. Nope. I'm glad that it worked. I'm glad that the trick. This is some random person's room on the internet that I used as my background. And yeah, I just disappeared into it. What if I just took a picture of my room? Actually, For Sale did that. He has a picture of his setup as his background. So it like stagnant. It's actually really cool. But my setup's not that cool because I'm super duper cheap. All right, let's watch these clips real quick. Why? I already have things made for this. I wonder where those are. All right. All right. All right. All right. Tank's so good. Who did this? Spitty. Spitty. My man. My man. All right. Actually, this is going to get real funky real quick. All right. Let's do that.
Fizzy, I also use my real room for stream. Mostly because I don't have a green screen and I stream in my only room, which is my bedroom.
Alright, I hate to do this, but we are going to pause Tank to watch this clip real quick. Because I'm real curious in what got clipped now. Because it says, it's the big head. So, go back. Refresh, refresh. Refresh. There we go. Of like when I was a kid, I had a very large head. And I was like, I got a large head and I'm proud of it. Now my head's average size because I grew into it or something. Like I used to wear big hats for kids. Now I wear regular size hats for adults. So I'm like really weirded out to be like my identity no longer includes having a big head. Leave that sentence there. Thanks, Fizzy. Thanks. And what was the other one? Oh man. About the table. Oh, about the table indeed. Like, when I have people over, we eat at the table like human beings. But when I'm by myself, I'm like eating at my desk. Because my desk is like my workspace where I never sleep.
Never ate at the table.
Yeah, well, when I say, okay, when I have dates over, we eat at the table. When I have romantic interests, I want to impress and be like, I'm a human person who uses a table and silverware.
My feelings are hurt. I thought we were dating and I was having your baby.
You're still having my baby, but we don't have to date for that. God. Thanks, Fizzy. Thank you. There's my Twitter. Alright. Anyways, back to Tank. Yeah, right? Right, Spitty? Who's that nerd? Spitty. Thank you. Yeah, so, like, my apartment's actually clean, but, like, I don't know, this is better. I don't know. I like it more. But, yeah. Anyways. Alright. Oh, I got so... Alright, back to habits.
Hello, Cross.
Wait, Cross is in here? Hello.
I've been in here for like 3 minutes.
Where is the thing? There it is. And user volume is up. Okay, cool. Just had to make sure. Cross is also in here. Welcome. Welcome to listening and adding to the conversational of rants. So, the second part of habit making that they talk about is the problem with setting goals. So like Luke was mentioning, of like you set unrealistic goals and you fail at them. Like when I talk about streaming, like what my goals are, I don't have a follower goal. I don't have a subscriber goal. I actually don't have any goals, guys. I don't even have an average viewer goal. I'm just like happy doing this. I'm glad that you guys show up and I think it's a good thing. Like I do like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to come up with these goals so we can be like, I have a reason to do a crazy stream, like 24-hour stream or or do something cool. Yeah, my goal is to have fun. That's a good way to put it, Spitty. So like, if I'm not having fun, I'm failing, and I don't want to, like, if I'm not having fun, I'm already not having fun. So failing's also not fun. So like, that's the thing. And they talk about of like doing goal-oriented or like very specific goals is very dangerous because there's either a success or a loss. And guess what? It's really harming, and it does two things real quick. So like, imagine this. Every person who goes to the Olympics, their goal is to get a gold medal, right? Nature, hello and welcome. Nice to see you here. So you have this issue of like, you have a bunch of people who have the same goal to win a gold medal, which is awesome. The problem is, either you fail or you lose. Being in the Olympics is an honor. Getting a silver medal is a goddamn honor. So why are you upset that you didn't get a gold? Like, if you set your goals on that, you're gonna have a bad time. The people, like, go to the Olympics and have a good time, man. Be like, my goal is to do better and have a good time. And they talk about the story of these girls who became grandmasters at like the age of 6 because their parents were like, they wanted to prove, the scientists, craziest story. So the scientists wanted to prove that talent wasn't, you weren't born with talent. That talent is bullshit. That your talent is all earned on your own, like it is bred and it is brought up and you learn. And you can only be good at something because you are taught it, not because you are born inherently good at it. I think that's a great thing to teach, right? Foxy, calm down. Calm down. You might be setting your goals too high. So what he did was he hit up this teacher across the world and was like, hey, I have this study that I want to do where I want to have kids and I want to make them amazing at chess. They're going to be the best chess players in the world. So we're going to raise them, we're going to treat them, and they are going to be, they replaced all their books in the house about chess. They put chessboards everywhere. They put like pictures of grandmasters. And this is the crazy thing. The teacher was like, I don't know, maybe. Then she's like, screw it. Flew across the country, moved in with the scientist, married the dude, fucked the dude, put one in the swear jar 3 times to have kids. And they raised kids. And the thing is, it's it is the F-word Cross. Spitty, be right back to get coffee. Don't leave. I won't. We'll be going at this for a while. Thank you, Cross. You got it. You got it. And so the thing is that these girls, all 3 of them, and each one did better than the last. So like the oldest was like a grandmaster and like head of the world by 16. Her little sister by 12 and her youngest sister by like 8. And the thing is, you're like, these kids had an awful childhood. They probably hated everything, you know? But they didn't. They had a great time. When you are bred into an environment that like rewards you for being good at something and you actually enjoy it, where now you have a bonding experience with your dad, your mom, and your sisters, where you all have this thing that you enjoy, you love it. And like these sisters talk about times when their dad was like, hey, go to bed, because he would catch them like practicing chess in the bathroom at 2 a.m. And the kids were like, I can't stop playing. It's just so much fun. And he's like, get your ass in bed. Like, these kids love chess and they like bred it, and they never had a goal to be grandmasters or do anything. They just found something that they really enjoyed doing, and they were happy to be there, and they were happy to be in the tournaments. And it was never about winning, it was about having fun. They just happened to be really good at it because they were bred into this amazingness and just played all the time. And I think that's like, you need to have motivation behind what you're doing, and if you have that motivation, it's fun, you're going to be a good time. Sounds like Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta say though, that going back to the beginning of the story where you said you messaged this teacher from across they had to have some history beforehand.
I hope so. I mean, dude, in the book, it sounds like he just heard about this teacher from across the world and just wrote her. Of like, this teacher gets like, is on the same ideas. Like, she wrote some like paper about like the same ideas, I think. And I think he just hit her up, was like, this lady gets it. Like, it's like hitting up a girl on Twitter and being like, yo, this girl gets it. Yo, I have this idea. You want to get impregnated by me? Hit me up. We're going to make some great chess masters. My DMs are open.
I would say, though, about the story, sorry, I came in part of the way because I went to go get food and do my laundry, but I think that there's some truth. I mean, it goes back to the whole kind of thing about, like, nature versus nurture. Yeah. I think there is a certain level of genetics that does affect your ability to do certain things to a certain level, though.
Sure. Like, autism's genetic. And, like, unfortunately, it puts you on, like, a lower scale, unfortunately. If, like, you're heavily autistic, where, like, you have a learning disadvantage and a learning disability, and so that's gonna put you at disadvantage. And, like, there are things inherent that, like, probably ride on those same, like, genetic anomalies that will cause issues. But I don't think there's a genetic that's, like, great at chess, you know?
Well, like, I have to agree. I want to say your name. I completely forgot your name. Jess, I think it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have to kind of agree with her though, because so
it is Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My dad is pretty balanced when it comes to being a mechanic on vehicles, and working with electronics. Neither me or my brother were raised to do either. And I'm terrible when it comes to electronics, but I am an amazing mechanic. On the flip side, my brother is amazing with electronics, and he's a terrible mechanic.
That's kind of interesting.
Neither of us were brought up into either of those.
Yeah, well, this kind of made me think of the documentary I watched back a couple months about the studies that were being done not ethically, where they were separating twins.
Oh,
and
I remember this.
stuff.
Yeah.
And the three brothers, like, even growing up in completely different places and completely different socio-economical families, all still had like very similar taste in like women, their career choices, like all of that stuff. So that's why I think that, like, well, yes, that nobody should be told like, oh, you don't have the talent to become, you know, a master chess player or something. There is a certain level of like IQ that the person who does that is gonna have. And even with your story, I mean, with that professor and the teacher, like, they were probably pretty damn smart, so they're passing on those smart genes to their kids already.
Yeah, I think there's a story, because there was something else about this that I read a while back, and it came back to that motivation thing of, it's really hard to see somebody who puts 1,000 hours into something and be amazing. Luke, thank you for the 10 biddies, bud. Where somebody puts in 1,000 and sometimes you have to put in 10,000 should be just as good, and it's disheartening. But and like, that's the thing though, of like, I think that is the difference of like, it does come down to motivation, how much you're willing to fight for something, because you can sit there and like, it's been proven that Michael Phelps is genetically weird, that his body is strange and made for swimming, and part of it I think is from swimming at an early age and it adapted, but also there is some part of him that is born as a superior swimmer and athlete. And I'll say that, and it's got to be crazy to sit there and be like, Michael Phelps puts in 100 hours a week, and so I should only have to put in 100 hours. And like, unfortunately, you need to understand yourself. And it's like, it's kind of the same thing with like anything that you set your goal towards, like dieting, right? Everybody's different with losing weight based on genetics, right? So like, you need to figure out everything that's specifically going to work for you. Spitty, welcome back. And it's kind of, I will admit to that, right? I think there is some nature versus nurture. But I think, once again, there is no gene that's necessarily going to be like, you're just that you're going to come out of the womb painting Mozart, you know, as Aaron Hansen would say. You just think I came out of the pussy painting Mozart? No.
It's like, so we get this.
You're really far away, Cross.
I moved my mic up so I wouldn't be interrupting. There's this girl at work who her doctor told her she had to lose some weight, and she asked me for help, and I told her before, you know, because ever since I got out of the hospital, I don't work out because I can't. I got, my right arm is bum, my left leg's bum, you know, and I've told her multiple times, like, look, you just got to eat right to maintain your weight. Like, that's literally all I can do because I can't work out. But even with not being able to work out, I can still deadlift 230 pounds. You know, some people are just born with those kinds of genes. You know, I literally, it's been what, almost 2 years now?
Yeah.
1.5 years since I got out of the hospital. And I'm already back up to where naturally I can deadlift 230 pounds.
Nice. That's really good.
Some of that, and you know, and yes, if I worked at it, I could probably, if I actually went and worked into bodybuilding and all that, I could probably become, if I set my sights for it, I could try to, what's that thing, Mr. Globe or whatever?
Yeah, that Arnold one?
Yeah.
Mr. Universe.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I had to like think about backwards, like Arnold Schwarzenegger is known as it. Yeah. It was the weirdest like tangent in my brain for a sec. But
I mean, I'm already strong naturally. So
yeah, so like there are like, yeah, there are those gains. So like, it's kind of interesting, and like they talk about it a lot of like, there are certain things in our body and our brain and our genetics that like were evolved 50,000 years ago that still affect us today. Like our ability, like why we like crave food and hunger and why we're so willing to binge eat is because like most of our ancestors treaded through a desert 50,000 years ago and had to like binge eat anytime they got food and water to survive the next 3 days trek. And that's still genetically in our brain of like, okay, cool. So it's like, maybe your dude was like, you know, my dude, he was just like in the back being like, I will keep the women fertile, you do you. And your guy was like, I'm gonna go knock down this rock, and just like punches a rock and it turned into 1,000 pieces and they got through. And it's like, and now you got that gene where it's like, I can go deadlift for 3 weeks and I'm at 230. I'm like, I gotta like, I lose muscle and gain muscle very quickly, which is nice. But it's also like I can't maintain unless I'm consistently going. Like I know guys that like, oh yeah, I go to the gym like once a week and like they have biceps this big, and I'm like, I go 6 times a week and probably can like definitely not lift the same amount, but will like do these reps and just can't. So yeah, natural selection at its finest, right?
So I think going back to like the original thing about, you know, like it's not about talent. I think that's true. I think it's just important to recognize that there are some people who will have it easier, and there are some things that you are kind of like predispositioned to be good at, whether or not you enjoy them.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop anybody from reaching a certain level. Like even like it always goes back to me thinking about my Taekwondo coach. So like for me in Taekwondo, I was always told like, you have natural talent. For her, it was actually the other way around. She was awful at it when she started as a kid. But she worked at it and, you know, ended up becoming the top women's heavyweight fighter for Taekwondo in the States for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Until she busted her knee. So I think there's definitely like something to be said that like you don't need to have a natural talent or natural genetic disposition to be successful at something, as long as you put in the work.
Yeah, I do want to go back to chat real quick. Foxy. Yeah, the lesson, in order to become the greatest at chess, you have to basically make your house a giant chess hotspot. It doesn't hurt. So if you want to be the best at King DDD, here's what you need to do. I need you to get like 40 posters of DDD. Put them up in your wall, everywhere. I need you to play Smash every day, every second. I need you to watch the Kirby anime non-stop, and then you'll be the best DDD player. And then Sonic, due to different online issues, I stopped finding finding interest in chess. Chess for me, I always find interesting. I play it on my Mac all the time, get my ass handed to me by the computer, but I still have a good time. But like me and my little brother, it's one of those things that like I grew up playing with my stepdad and his dad, and so like it's really good for us. And Jess and I play Zelda chess, and it's a good time.
Yeah, I used to play the Lego chess game.
Ooh.
If anybody remembers that.
Nope.
It was real janky because all of the Lego games back in the early 2000s were super janky.
I loved them all.
But yeah, I used to play the chess one. To do like the knights and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like the medieval theme, and so that's what I remember doing.
Luke remembers
with
them.
my siblings. Yeah, weren't they awesome, Luke?
Beat chess? Yeah, I don't know beat chess.
I remember the original Lego Star Wars.
I had those, and like I thought that, my uncle had those. He was really into them, and it was really cool. And the thing with those is they're really fun to speedrun because of that jank that you can just clip through almost every wall in those games, because they have no invisible walls and no idea how to build a game, but they did it. So
I'm sorry, Lego Chess came out in 1998. It wasn't in the 2000s.
That even makes more sense. Yeah.
What was the other one I had?
Luke, it's not like the year you were... No, dude, you're younger than that. How do you remember?
Yeah, wait a minute. How do you remember chess?
You're gonna embrace Star Fox? Do it. Do it.
Where is
Do
the
a barrel
other one
roll.
that I used to play?
Dark
Oh, Lego
Sisters.
Island.
Oh, like those, yeah.
This was the most jank game ever. It came out in 97. And this game was like, I swear, there had to have been so many kids having seizures around the world playing this game, because the polygons would just freak out sometimes and just start flashing crazy colors.
It's awful. It's like the Lavender Town of
It was so
seizures.
bad. I loved playing computer games as a kid, and that was like the one thing we had because I didn't have a console when I was that age. But like playing that game would literally give me motion sickness because of how jank everything was.
No, the online PC game. Yeah, there is the... They did have, like, the Lego pieces, too, where you could, like, actually make a Lego board at home. But, yeah. Oh. There should be, like, a version that's not, like, 2 hours. Because, like, I know, like, a lot of the Lavender ones are, like, real crazy. Cross, I believe in you. But no, I do enjoy the Lavender Town. But like the original one, like if you find the original one, it's a little like from the Japanese version, because they fixed it before they brought it to America, I think. Where it was like causing all these issues with those kids. But yeah, there it is. Oh man. But no, so that's the interesting thing of like going all the way back to like this whole chess thing of nature versus nurture, of like setting habits, is like, once again, of like why it brings up and why it's an identity thing, and like anybody can be anything through and through. You just gotta put that for a motivation to, and you gotta find the identity, and then actually into the habits thing of like, for me, it's also helped me be like, what things do I want to get better at? And like, I used to be really good at flossing, and now like I do like 3 months of awesome flossing and then just like skip it for a week and like it's gone. And it's like crazy of like how much repetition it takes to like build to get there. So, but it's like they do, but they get to like the point of talking of like, all right, how do we actually create these habits that are good? And it's the like 2 things, and like it's like make it easy and make it obvious are the first. No, step 3 is make it easy, step 2 is make it obvious. So it's like you need, I always do this too. I blame a lot of America, or like I want to say America specifically. There are other countries that do have like really bad littering policies, or in general of like just like it being trash. A lot of major cities in every country has this issue. Singapore doesn't. Public hangings do a job, man. But the thing is, I think a lot of the reason why people litter, like especially in the States, because I can like speak on that because I see it all the time, is because it's not easy. It's easy to litter. It's not always easy to recycle or throw trash away, because like you're in a park and it's like, do I walk 2 miles to throw this thing away? And hopefully you're a decent enough person to be like, I'm just gonna pocket it and take it home, or walk those 2 miles and hope to see a trash can on the way, and you don't always do. Sometimes when you do see a trash can, it's full. It's like overfilling, and you're like, either you're that dude, like, I don't know about you guys, I played trash Jenga growing up with my mom and my little brother. It's awful. Don't suggest it. Like, it's probably not a healthy way to live. It's trash can, not trash can't, Spitty. You're a beautiful trash can, and that's okay. Like, let's get some polish on you, make you like shine, turn you into a shield and some armor, maybe a car. But so our whole thing was we'd stack the trash, and whoever knocked it over would have to take it out. And like the thing is, like, we had a 10-gallon trash can for 4 people living in an apartment, so it filled up daily. It wasn't like we were keeping like we weren't like, oh, here's like 3. Jesus, who just like fell down the stairs with a keyboard? There it is.
That's amazing.
But it was like, it's like a day or 2 worth of garbage, but it's like, it's the same thing of like, am I gonna play trash can Jenga in a public park? Like, you knock it over, then what? Are you gonna pick up everybody else's garbage? Probably not. Now you got this litter, and now some dude's gotta show up. And so it's like, I think part of the way is like, it's like really easy to like put more trash cans, but then you need more people to show up and take out, and then that's more money, and then it's the city, and so this whole issue, and it's like, it's not that easy. But like, it is for like, for a personal perspective of like, why do we litter? Why do we not do these things? And like, why do people do this? It's like, because it's a little more difficult. It's been like proven time and time again that like humans will forever choose the path of least resistance through and through. It's like, if doing the shitty thing is the easier way, it's the way I'm gonna go, you know? Like, I'm not, why would I want a ton of glitter? I'm worried. I'm worried, Luke. Like, that's a dangerous
no one
thing.
wants a ton of glitter.
Right? My mom sends me glitter bombs almost like every other year for my birthday. She always thinks she's gonna get me, but yeah. Someone had to plant money and see if it turned into a money tree. I'm sure there's money buried. Like, well, people bury money in general, and it didn't grow into trees, I think. But it's for the post stream. Oh God, no, Luke, stop. Stop. I need a stop sign button where it just puts a stop sign up. But it's that whole thing of, so like, all right, cool. For me, how, there it is. Thank you, Jess. Is that Kit Boga's? No, it's Nikita. Interesting. Stop. But for me, I have like, my sink is full of crap right now. And I say it's full of crap, but it's really not. Like, I have everything out that I need. I like my deodorants out there, my lotions out there for like my tattoos. I have my water flosser, which is still kind of a pain because like I have to refill it and like wash it and like put the water in it. It's a pain. But it's on there. My mouthwash, everything for like toothpaste, toothbrush. That way, like, it's easy. I don't ever have to be like, oh, I should remember to do this. And usually if I put the floss out there, it's like, one, it's like I look at my floss, I'm like, shit, I should probably floss, and I feel bad if I just like look at it and then walk away. And two, it's like cool, I don't have to like dig through a drawer and find where it is. I just grab it and boom, done. I only have a toothbrush and toothpaste in my sink. Yeah, so one of my mom's like quote unquote secrets to a good marriage is have 2 sinks. And Cross, are you building stuff for your apartment?
I'm eating SpaghettiOs right now, sorry.
Oh, that's even weirder. I was like, definitely sounds like a wrench being like turned. So those are the weirdest SpaghettiOs, unless you're like a robot and like SpaghettiOs is like oils and nuts, and then I'm like, all right, well, that's a little strange.
No, I'm just eating it straight out of the can.
Oh, that makes way more sense. That makes, I see, I can visualize that now. But and like people are like, why? And then because I used to say that he's eating Cheetos. What? No, it's definitely out of a can. But like I used to tell people that, and I'm like, oh, that totally makes sense, because my mom and I have very like similar things of like, if it's not there and it's not obvious, we won't do it. So our sinks look very similar. And then people are like, oh, you're crazy because I only have a toothbrush and toothpaste in my sink. And I'm like, but there's so much more to do in your bathroom. But I guess like people put things away in drawers or something, I don't know. And so it's like the first time people that I've said that to come to my house and they see my bathroom, like, you do have a lot of shit on your sink. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's why I can't have a girl move in here and want to put like makeup and shit on there. Like that's like where's it gonna go?
Have you seen women's sinks?
You should see my sink during Comic-Con, dude. I have like 40 different kinds of makeup out just to like make sure like I have proper toning on my green face. Like,
yeah, that shit's got to be buck wild.
yeah, it's a disaster zone afterwards. And like
Rika has a basket for her makeup and all her jewelry and everything.
See, yeah, that's like, there's like a way to do it nicely. Me, I'm like, I'm in a rush. I woke up late because I stayed out too late partying because it's con, you know? And then it's like, just like 12 brushes and like 3 different like things of like, I got eyeliner and shadow, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. But you gotta look good when cosplaying, man. Like, especially at like San Diego Comic-Con, where I'm like, that's the other thing, like validation of like, I'm a cosplayer, so I have to cosplay, so I go to conventions to cosplay, to keep validating myself as a cosplayer. And it's why like when I go to cons, like I went to the last day of San Diego Comic-Con non-cosplayed, and it's like, it was good because I was exhausted. Oh, and Lavender Town started. Just kidding.
Hell, oh. You say hell yeah.
No, it actually started, but I was kidding about like my reaction.
Oh, okay.
Fuck this fly. That's one in the swear jar. It landed on my finger, and I'm so irritated. I'm gonna get it. I thought they were gone. Somehow they survived a week without me living here. And like no garbage in the house, and no food being made, and a clean sink. Whoa. Too many. Too many. That should work. Yep. Cool. Hopefully the counter updates. I should.
Yeah, I got ants all over my kitchen.
Oof.
Just the sink area though.
That's
And
weird.
I clean my dishes every day. I make sure all my trash is in the trash can, and I don't throw any food. Like my SpaghettiOs, whenever I eat SpaghettiOs, I wash the lid after I peel it off, and then I throw it away. And then when I get done eating the SpaghettiOs, I completely wash out the can before I throw it away.
Yeah, so
And yet, I
for
still
that,
have-
like, you gotta check, like, see where they're coming from, because, like, maybe it's something outside that's drawing them in or something, and just spray the heck out of it. Favorite artist as in, like, person who does paintings and portraits, or, like, favorite artist as in, like, a person who makes music? What do you mean artist, Spitty?
Julia Lepetit
Music.
from Drawfee. Next question.
I do love Julie. Julie's so good.
She's so good.
I want them to do another thing of animals with a blessing and narwhals.
I want them to do that too, but the variety hours they've been doing have been really good.
They have been, guys. Check out Drawfee. They stream on Twitch as well.
They do stream on Twitch. Shout out Drawfee real fast.
Is it Drawfee Show, though, on Twitch?
Give me a second because I follow them.
Yeah, I do
Actually,
too.
I think I'm subscribed to them.
Oof. I don't know who my favorite artist is. I listen to a variety of music. I can tell you, like, I grew up loving like 90s rock, and just like classic rock in general. My first concert was ZZ Top and Aerosmith. Heck yeah, Drawfee's a good time. It is Drawfee's show. Is it?
I think it's Drawfee Show.
Why did it say no? Nope? That's 198 followers. That's not it.
Oh, that's not it? Okay,
Nope.
then it's...
Follow this
Give me a sec.
person
Don't follow that person. I was timed out.
for 1 second.
You timed me out?
Whoops, I need to purge PyPybot. Yeah, I just wanted to get rid of that message so that people didn't follow a random account. That's clearly Spitty. That's clearly trying to be a like hijack of Drawfee. I also timed you out for
it's
1
what
second.
It's what they used to stream under, but now
Why does it have
it's
no
under-
image, no game, and no previous streams? So weird.
it's
What-
Oh, it
and
is
it's-
Dropout Live. Yep, I forgot because it's part of their show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's weird
Spitty.
because when I clicked the Joffrey show, it took me to the dropout. It didn't take me to some weird thing.
Oh, because when I highlight, it just shows like their previous account. That's all weird. So it's probably set up properly if you follow the link. But when you
Yeah.
like highlight over, it was like, this is sketch. Yeah, that makes more sense. Luke, thank you for the 5 more biddies, dude. Coming in hard. But, so with habits, right? Back to this. Like, we'll keep going around. There's 2 ways to build on them as they talk. And then, like, bad habits is the other way to break. But it's going back to the schedule thing of you need to make a habit and so there's a few interesting studies. One was done in Japan where they're having subway and train incidents. Yeah, that'll be on there in a sec, Spitty. That's really interesting it's called like point and shout. So they had a 57% decrease in accidents by requiring all safety guys and all of the drivers, conductors, like all the conductors of all the trains, they'd have to point and be like, the go sign is green, the speed is 37 knots, the brake is disengaged. And by doing that, by pointing and shouting, they're able to sit there and actually think about what they're doing. And it goes into that you also need to be able to sit there and know what you're going to, like, saying something actually like tells you and puts in words of like, this is how I'm going to do it. And so it's the difference of like, I want to work out more, which is like Japan is in 2030. So the thing is, New York started doing that. New York saw them do it and they adopted to just pointing or just pointing, I think. So they have to point at it or they just have to say it aloud, one or the other. They adopted half of it and it was like a 28% decrease in all their stuff. I am not in the Bangor, Washington, and Seattle area. I'm in San Diego. But the interesting thing with it is like they did the same thing of like they took 3 different groups for working out, and they did one group where they're like, hey, work out however you want. They did a second group that they gave a whole motivational speech. They're like, you go, you work out, it makes you healthy, you have a good time. Yada, 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 here are your local gyms. They had a third group. The third group had to be like, here's my workout plan. I will go to this place. I will perform a run for 20 minutes at this park. First 2 groups, 17% of the people worked out that week. And that final group, 87%. By saying, having a plan, and going and doing it, they actually said and did it. Like, you followed through, because it's a difference of being in motion and taking action. And so that's like really important. I mean, like, it's that of like, I want to stream more versus I want to have a schedule. Here is my schedule. I'm going to stream at this time because it's available, and I will make sure that I'm on time and doing this thing. It's really important. Can also do, but it doesn't really work for streaming. Your other way is doing, instead of being like at 7 p.m. I will be at this place to do this thing, it's I forget what the term for it is, but it's like, it's follow through habits basically. So like, after I do this, I'll do this. So like, you also have to do like a reward system of like something you consistently do of like, after I brush, like you want to become healthier, right? So it's like every time I check Facebook, I will do 5 push-ups. Or after every time I brush my teeth, I'll do 10. Or after I drink my morning coffee, like you want to be more grateful, right? After I drink my coffee every morning, I'll say one thing that I'm grateful for. And these small little changes will do it. And they talk, I'm going to tangent off again. They talk about 1% change is way easier and way better. And because they take the British cycling team, And the British cycling team was middle of the pack forever. The British cycling team was so bad at one point that they were certain bike brands and gear wouldn't sell to them because they didn't want to be associated, because people would think that their bikes were the reason that they were losing. And like, Spitty, it's a great thing. I'm glad that you used that. You're gonna head, Luke. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the rants. I hope you gained something out of this. I appreciate you. Like, it's awesome to see you, bud. So this interesting thing is they got a new coach, and dude, Sonic, I appreciate you still being here, man. So they got this new coach, and his whole thing, instead of being like, we're gonna practice harder and we're gonna do this and like, right, and he can't sit here. And this is the other thing and why goal-oriented things are bad. You don't think that the British cycling teams every year was to win the Grand Prix or whatever it is for cycling and get the gold medal in Olympic cycling? Of course it was. But having that goal wasn't enough to do anything. Anybody can have goals. Every failure has a goal. And the only thing that separates a failure and a success could be one thing. And like, when it's something that's so limited as like a gold medal, it's why it's a bad time again. So I got this new coach. And he was like, we're going to focus on the small things. And so, like, they focused on diet on each individual one. They focused on wearing indoor versus outdoor gear. They focused on what different gels healed the muscles better. All these crazy things. They put each single cyclist into a wind tunnel to figure out, like, what haircuts, what clothes, what bikes, what gear, what literally they like changed out with like 100 different seats to see which seat felt the best on each rider's individual ass. And they were like, that's the one. And these small 1% changes, after a course of 4 years of making 1% changes, the British cycling team won every gold medal in cycling like that for 3 consecutive Olympics. They had a British cycling team champion out of 5 out of 6 years following. And it was like this British cycling team that was so bad that people went sell to them, made 1% changes till it was better. And you gotta think about that. I don't sit here, and nobody sits here, and they're like, tomorrow, I'm going to become a partnered streamer, and I'm going to start averaging 75 viewers tomorrow. You got to make 1% changes. And it also helps you make it consumable. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. 8 minutes is the limit, Spitty. So it's interesting in that aspect, and it makes it more consumable and it makes it better for you. You can't sit here and be like, oh God, it's so overwhelming. What do I do? I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. No, you don't. Start small. I need a transition. I need an overlay. I need to make sure I have alerts set up. Okay, I want to fix my alerts, so I update my alerts. This didn't work, so I updated it. You apply these habits and these stuff to stream, and you're gonna have a good time. You're just gonna get better every single day. And this goes way back to earlier in quantity versus quality. Okay, green screen. Quality is important, and everybody says quantity over quality is the better thing, but what you don't realize with quantity is every time you make more of a product, you are hopefully learning from it and you're doing better. A person who streams once a year and puts all their dedication to that one stream, and that's all that they do, is going to be worse than somebody who streams every single day. Guaranteed. Because you can sit here and theorize about what the greatest stream is, but you have no practice. You haven't learned anything. You don't know a viewer audience. You don't have anything. Even if you somehow have a crazy following and you make the best stream, like, once a year, like, that's impossible. Like, there's no way that you can sit there and theorize and figure out what the best thing is. And so what happened, and to, like, back this idea up, a professor in college did a study one year, and he took his class of photography students and he split them up. Beginning of the day, even split down the room. Raise your hand if you're on the left side, raise your hand if you're on the right side. All right, the left side, you will be based off of quantity. 100 pictures by the end of the year is an A. The left side, whatever side I didn't say before, your side, you're going to be judged on quality of picture. You only have to take one picture this year. If it's the best goddamn picture I ever saw, you get an A. And so that's what they did. And weirdly enough, at the end of the year, the photography teacher ended up saying that the group with quantity made the best photos, and the people with quality, all that he got were a bunch of was a bunch of garbage and one mediocre photo. Think about that. They spent all year being in motion, researching, studying, figuring out these things, but never practicing them, never putting them into effort, never seeing what worked, what looked well. Meanwhile, the quantity guys were saying they're figuring out what worked in the darkroom. They're figuring out what lighting, what angles, what lenses. They were changing it out. They were trying a new, and they were able to be like, I like this lens. I like this darkroom method. I like being able to take pictures from this angle. And they were the best. They were the better photographers of the group. And that's when I get a little worried of being like quantity over quality or quality over quantity. Neither is necessarily right. You want to focus on both. But if you're doing quantity-based streaming and you're going to be like, I'm going to stream, one, don't stream 7 days a week. Don't stream nonstop. It's bad for your health. Don't stream 30 days in a month. Like, stream as much as you can or as much as you're able to do without putting yourself in risk and, like, doing, like, bad, like, don't sacrifice sleep, eating, or, like, regular social habits for streaming. Putting that out there. Streaming's an added thing after all those things. And if it becomes your primary job, just like your primary job, you put it away, you go have fun, and you separate your life. And so it's interesting though. And so like when I'm like quantity, you know, stream twice a week, 3 times a week, stream more than once in a while, and you will always improve. It's why I push so hard, and it's why I push to my info tab again. Make your VODs, watch them, learn. Be like, I like that, I didn't like that. Because yeah, when I started streaming, I used PlayStation built in, didn't have alerts or anything after I found I liked. I got PC and just added things every week. Right, I started streaming on a Mac laptop, and it was bad. Like I tried, and like I got my capture card, and I started streaming with that onto my Mac, and she get the it was either streaming where I was not using my primary video card because I had to use a VirtualBox, or I would split it, or what I was usually doing was I had to use the Elgato software, and then I was display capturing the Elgato software, which is just like not good. Like,
yeah, it was garbage towards the beginning, not gonna lie, bud.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Like, it was rough. It was like the Mario Maker streams were rough. Like, I was trying my best with what I had, and like we did well. Like, I'm really impressed that like I got to like 200 followers with that garbage setup, and I appreciate all of you, and it screams levels. And like, look at us now. We got a pretty overlay. We got alerts over there in that corner. We got topics. We got things. We got a counter that works on stream. Shit. We doing all right. Like, I was having issues with Cox. I had bad internet. I was streaming like 240 to like 480. Now we're streaming 1060, baby. And it's like, it's not like I came out of the womb paying Mozart once again, you know? Progress. And it's good. And it's because I kept doing it. And like, I've made changes. I made tons of changes. Discord's change was from learning and from being a part of it and continuously streaming. And it was like, okay, I took this, and it's why I have my notepad, and it's why I always push this. Have your notepad, have your shower thoughts, have whatever you need. Like, I honestly, like my shower thoughts, I'm posting shower thoughts because I was like, I need to put this somewhere where I'm going to remember. Honestly, I want to get like crayons that are for the shower so I can like be like the crazy person when people walk into my bathroom and like got like hieroglyphics drawn on the wall of like crazy ideas I come up with. But, Jess, Drew. Cross. I'm gonna go get water.
Oh my god.
What?
No.
You're not allowed.
Please?
You can't get water until the pipe or Stay Hydrated bot tells you to get water.
Stay hydrated, bot. It's been 2 hours. Where are you at, bud?
Yeah. Stay Hydrated bot kicks in at 3 hours.
Not always. It's just been broken. Sometimes he chimes in at the first hour, and it's like, bud.
Very rarely anymore.
Yeah, he's been having issues. A lot of people found out about him, and now we're here. But yeah, I'll be right back.
All right, it's BB time, chat. You know what that means. Post your best Bulbasaur picks in Discord.
Wait, that's what it means? I thought this means revolt.
No, it just means post something so that we have a surprise for him when he gets back.
Oh, okay. I don't have a boss. I don't have one.
How do you not have a good Bulbasaur pick? I also don't have one. But I'm telling chat to do it. Because that way you get other people to do the work for you and you get to take all the credit.
Here, I can find one. I can find one real quick.
I can't believe you of all people don't have one on hand, Jess.
I mean...
Well, that just went crazy. That was not good.
There.
What just showed up?
Put it there.
Put it where?
I didn't test all my buttons out with this.
It didn't work.
It's
I know what happened. Boom. Fixed it. Whoops.
Hmm?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
We weren't doing anything.
Something about Pokemans.
No?
Also, how wild does it look when I just like disappear into this room? I want to watch it back. All right. Jeez. That is an adorable Bulbasaur.
I did it, Drew. Are you happy?
I'm very happy, Jess. I told chat to post cute Bulbasaur pics.
Jess did a good job.
I just found this artist. This guy makes super cute Pokemon drawings.
I don't like it at the same time though. It's got like weirdly feminine like features.
I'm not like a huge fan of the Bulbasaur in particular. He has another one that's super cute.
Can I download this? Ugh, Discord. Why do you do this? Okay, save image. Save.
No, why does it keep saving in this folder? Stop it.
Alright, for anybody interested, what we are talking about, Bulba. Here is what we are talking about.
Bulba.
Bulba. There it is. There's a little Bulbasaur. It's cute. It's also got them. It's got those human eyes.
He does a bit. He does like these cheapy Pokemon. I can't find. I don't think he's done the Oshawa.
Yo, Sonic, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right.
No Oshawotts.
Thank you for the 5 biddies, and look at you. You got the biddy badge now. Got the biddy badge. Also, I think we fixed your last account for the. What was it? Llama Alpaca? 2?
Llama something.
If you want your points back, I can help you out, bud. We can hook you up. But I'm gonna finish this water real quick. Ninja llamas too. There it is. Add points. Yo, MD, what is up, my dude? Nice to see you. How have you been? Saw your stream like crazy. Like, how long was your stream earlier? Stop by for a little bit. Just chilled out in the shadows. Is it this way? Why do I never remember how to do this? I would be an awful coder. I never remember syntax. Boom. Got it.
Boom.
Yeah, that math lined up. Guys, screw it. Shout out to Shemdi. If you like good, wholesome, nice people who do Just Dance. Osu. Oh, you're doing Osu. How was that? That should be like crazy. Osu's a good time. And Mario Maker 2. Definitely check out MD or any other Mario games. He's a big Mario fan. Stream was good, thanks. Yeah, I usually go long hours because I have the time. How have you been? I've been good. I've been busy. Yo! Oh, long song it is. All right. Wow, my voice is all messed up.
Sing. Sing and dance, monkey, do it.
All right, hold on. I gotta grab my laptop, guys, because all my music's over there. And I do have some new things to show you with this. So, which I'm kind of excited for.
Elite Agents? I don't remember that.
Alright, does
What is
anybody
that,
remember Elite Beat Agents? I do not. Fizzy, give me a thing. Also, what are you... How are you using mouse and keyboard, or how are you doing all the drawing stuff, MD? Laptop, turn on, please. Alright, while that's starting on. It's not that busy? No, it's not. It's a good time. And it is perfect, because actually, while this is going, I can do this. I'm planning to get a tablet sometime, been told. Yeah, I was told tablet was easier too. So, ready for this? Alright, I'm gonna put pause alerts. Pause this. Actually, I'm gonna keep this going real quick. Welcome to Beach City.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Move this out. Move this right here. Grab my ukulele. Let's see if this reaches. Hopefully it does. It should. Because I like leaving them on. And it's nice to hear the people in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My
That's
phone-
gay.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. Alright, that started up. Let me be nice and tune this thing real quick for y'all. And then pause the music. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet. Alright. Tuna.
See, that sounds absolutely crazy.
Bleep Beat Agents was a Nintendo DS game similar to Chosu. As a 90s pop song selection was super compressed, so the audio was borderline tolerable quality, but it followed agents that got called out to solve mundane daily problems for people by dancing. It kind of sounds like if, God, what's that game? The World Ends With You mixed with, like, crazy, like, agents, or not crazy agents, but, like, crazy dancing, and I don't know. Sounds like a lot. Sounds
Dance
like a
Dance
lot.
Revolution plus The World Ends With You.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you, Drew. All right.
But I'm confused because it's on the DS.
Yeah. So you like do this thing down here? So like.
Yeah, so you do the stuff with the
But like there's stuff that goes on up top too, which is wild.
Interesting.
Yeah. Come on, computer. All right. We did ripped pants last time, which was a good time. I do have 2 ideas. For this, if it will load, because I do need certain things. Ooh, that would be fun. Oh, actually, I haven't played this in so long, but so I'm not gonna do it. I should practice these more because they're like real good. That one's kind of boring, but like it's real easy and real good. But oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. I forgot. I don't know. So many choices. I want to practice that one more time. Yeah, the top display had a health gauge and different simple anime. Yo, Chips. Yo, Chips. I actually have alerts paused, but let's go over to that Raiders real quick. Yo, Chips, bud. Thank you so much for that raid. We're actually about to play some Uke songs. So I got a request. Yo, guys, definitely check out Chips. He plays Super Mario Maker. Some of the Donkey Kong Country. He's a good time. Yo, welcome, viewers. For any that don't know, I have a few. I use Stream Elements points, and I have a stream store in which my viewers are able to request certain things, like playing a ukulele song. So, without further ado, I spent 2 hours on a Kaizo level. How fried is your brain? But, without further ado, I'm going to like mess this up because I gotta scroll halfway through. Unless it'll... Let's see. Okay, I can still read that. We might be alright. We might be alright. We might be alright. To do standards.
Hey.
Seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for under the sea? Under the sea. Darling, it is better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. Down here, while we devote in full time to floating under the sea. Down here, all the fish is happy. As off through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy. They sad cause they in the bowl. But fish in the bowl is lucky. They in for a worse fate. Fish in the bowl is lucky. Whoops. One day when the boss gets hungry, guess who's gonna be on the plate? Under the sea. Under the sea. Nobody beats us, fry us, eat us and fricassee. We do what the land folks love to cook. Under the sea, we off the hook. We got no troubles, life is the bubbles under the sea. That's a little rough, but there's your long song. And back to just chatting. Thank you. Yay! My eyes played tricks on me twice. But
What is happening to
what?
the thing?
What thing? Oh, that thing? It's because the wrong camera's up. Because it wanted to be dumb. Hold on. I was like,
why do I see your kitchen?
I had to make adjustments. I had to make adjustments. Adjustments. But, Chips, hello, welcome, everybody. I beat it all that I care about. Hey, dude, congrats. I usually, like, give up. I, like, hit that time, I'm like, alright, well, still haven't beat it. And then, like, I, like, end stream and then beat it, like, 2 days later. But, anybody who's raiding over from Chips, welcome. By the way, I hope you enjoyed that, me playing the ukulele. Adjustments. I am the Pied Piper. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. Sometimes Saturday. Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. I stream Mario Maker and Mega Man Maker every Monday, Maker Monday. On Wednesdays, we are currently playing through Life is Strange. We're on chapters 4, followed by chapter 5 this Wednesday, because it's the end of the month in which I do Wildcard Wednesday, and my subs get to vote for it. Fridays, Friendship Fridays, so if you guys like playing games with viewers, like Jackbox, or Mario Kart, or Super Smash Brothers, or Ultimate Chicken Horse, we play it all. We vote for those, so it is a full group effort to decide what we play, and we have a good time. And then on the weekends, I do surprise streams and speed runs. So it's stuff like just chatting, or random games I want to play, or the games I'm currently speedrunning, like Super Mario World, in which I'm preparing for Chips. And I'm still working on like Katana Zero, sort of, and sort of Super Mario Odyssey. I've kind of put speedrunning on a bit of a pause, just because it's a lot of extra time, and I haven't had a bunch of it. So that's the good stuff. The CEO of Hype Unit just followed me. Nice. I don't even know who that is. I know who the Hype Unit is. I've gone in a lot of, I've had a lot of distasteful opinions, I would say, about some of their streamers. So I don't know how much I like about them. They do great things, I guess. They get your numbers up. So, but yeah. I don't know, I get weird about like all those crazy teams that are crazy on Twitch who charge for like Twitch reviews and stuff, and I see their members do weird stuff, and it's like this dude who has like a shit timeline gains like 500 followers because of Hype Unit. I'm like, okay. See, so maybe that's the issue, is like I don't, come on green screen. See, I actually haven't like gone out of my way to find Hype Unit guys. Like maybe those ones are great. Maybe it's the guys who claim, or like, that's the problem. I always find the guys I don't like who are always grinding to try and become a member of Hype Unit. I think that's my issue.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's going to be a very different vibe from people that are actually already a part of it.
Yeah. That name sounds super familiar. I have nothing against them, but yeah, I think you're right. I think that's two different groups of people, and I'm mistaking them for the same group of people. You know?
There's a reason that the other ones are trying to become part of the team and are not part of the team.
Yeah. So it's probably bad discredit onto them. But yeah. Yeah, the grinders should get in chat. I'm in. Yeah, see, I think that's the issue, is I always see people grinding for Hype Unit, but rarely ever see it. And like, there it goes. Stop. I didn't like that I moved it at all.
Nope, it hates you.
I know. You done? I had to move the stool. So I think that's the problem. I think it's all those. Nope. Nice. Oh, you submit a clip?
That's awesome, Chips.
That's cool. So, did Baz hit you up? So, this is actually... Chips is the perfect segue into the next thing that I want to talk about on our list of topics, because I'm still fine, and I don't have to be at work till noon, and I'm enjoying this. Yeah, dude. Shout out to Baz, dude. I liked his message. I feel the same way about you, Chips, so... I want to not mess this up real quick. I think it's just iPads and Baisley, but... Oh, is he live right now? Huh? He sure is. Huh. But, yeah. That was right. Shout out to Shy Basley. Yeah, you're playing 100 Baby Challenge on Sims.
No.
Oh, jeez. Yep, that's him. Yeah, guys, Baz is a really cool dude. Really nice guy. Definitely suggest you check him out if you like Sims and all that kind of stuff. Definitely give him a follow. Also, if you're into LGBTQI streamers, Baz is a cool dude. His boyfriend joins him every now and again. Real friendly, real nice. Very positive. Very much like him. He also does a really cool podcast about like random stuff, like who's the best plumber or who's like the worst off-screen plumber in video games. It's like the wildest things that they talk about. But yeah. But speaking of that, because Baz hit me up and he hit Chips up. I'm pretty sure he hit up Aqua Bob, who's a really cool dude too. Aquarius? I never am gonna know how to say this dude's name. So we just call him Aqua Bob, and he said that was cool. So it could have been a chick when we named him Aqua Bob. Breezy, hello! Aqua quit streaming? Ooh, a key.
Uh-oh.
Oof. Big oofs. Breezy, hello. Welcome. Nice to see you over here. Did you get first place in some Mario Karts? Guys, shout out to Breezy. I got it. Oh. Drew on top of it. Drew on top of it. Yeah, she was playing Mario Kart. Breezy's really cool. She's real supportive. Nope. Oof. Oof. Also, F's in chat for Breezy then. Yeah, dude, that stinks. I was going to be like, I need to go over there. I feel like, so I saw, I don't know what's going on. It's August, I guess. School started. Things change. I've seen a lot of people recently quit streaming again. This is like the third wave I've seen, like, people just be like, Aquilorus. Yeah, Aqua Bob.
Aqua Bob.
You said it was cool. I like that he has an inside nickname in my chat. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few people like that.
So I called him Bob.
Yeah, and I called him Aqua. And he was like, so he combined them. And it was cool.
And then it became Aqua Bob.
Aqua Bob. He's like Barnacle Boy. But, Aqua Bob. He was like the rejected partner for Mermaid Man. Aqua Bob. Anyways. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people are quitting, to be completely honest. But maybe, like I said, maybe it's just like stream and work and everything's picking up and people just can't put in part of their lives. I stand by, and like we talked about this a lot earlier, like, the only way I'd quit is if I stopped having fun. Yeah, it's never really gone through my mind. The craziest thought that's gone through my mind is like taking like a month off to do a crazy overhaul. But I'm like, I know myself, and it's about talking about habits, and once I break the habit of streaming often, it will cause an issue, mentally. And so I never do that because I can't. I would be like, well, I took this long break, and my life still moved forward, so why would I go back to this thing that took effort? But then I'd also sit with all the streaming stuff in my house and be like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why do I have lights that I'm never going to take down? But, and spent money on. But, yeah. So with co-streams... So, Chips and I did a co-stream where we did a race in Super Mario Odyssey. I got 1 extra moon than was required, and Chips missed like 5. He got there. He got to the end. It was a good time. But co-streams are an interesting thing because I've been recently, on a positive note and on a good note, with the recent waves of quitting, I've also had some people like hit me up being like, hey, I want to do co-streams. I really appreciate you. And they're awesome. And yeah, Super Mario Odyssey, any percent, yeah. It was a good time. We raced it. I'm also going to do... Wendy is an awesome person. I really enjoy Wendy, and I want to shout her out, but it's like Wendy... Is it? Yep, I did spell it right. Cool. I always gotta make sure before... He wasn't ready. Shout out to Wendy. Oops, that is okay. Whoops, I did not have the right thing copied.
You meant SR, right? Oh wait, no.
No.
Were we shouting out?
Wendy AKAI. Shout outs to Wendy. Nope, so close. I might have spelled that wrong. Yeah.
Wendikai. Okay, not Wendy.
Wait, is that right? What the hell? Why does it say no info available? I just typed this in. Hold on. Why is shoutout being... Either shoutouts being dumb or I'm being dumb. It could be both. Oh, there's an... Oh, wait. Nope, I'm being dumb. It is Wendy... There it is. Got it. Got it. Whoops. Follow that last link of Wendy. She's a really cool girl. She also plays Super Mario Maker 2. Breezy, we try really hard over here. It's a... Yep. But, so Wendy hit me up, and we might be co-streaming soon. I gotta do some setup and some practice. Not practice for, like, a game, but, like, testing my equipment properly, because Dark Souls was losing some frames, so I don't want to do that in another high-res game. I'm also, like, looking at doing, like, proper PC updates and a proper, like, overhaul. I'm gonna keep saying overhaul, because I like to have, like, my entire stream set up again, even though I just rearranged my house, like, a month ago, 2 months ago for this. I might do it again, because... I will never be content. So I was thinking about the statement earlier of like, I am consistently happy but never content. Ah, thanks. I just made it this morning, so I'm glad that you like it. I have a few updates, like obviously chat being stupid. I want to change this background into something a little differently, but I like it for now. It fits well. Anyways, there's always like 50 plus buttons. Oh geez, nice. Yeah, you got me. I started like realizing the downfalls of my Stream Deck after looking further into normal Stream Decks, which is another thing I started looking at buying. Where mine is very OBS specific, so I can do a lot of cool OBS things instead of having to have hotkeys. I can have like pretty pictures, but I can't do stuff like have a like post to Twitter button. I could. It would take a lot of extra work, and I don't want to do that. But like it'd be nice to be like, let me just do like a stream marker button and like a clip button and a like all the stuff that I think I can hotkey it, but it's like, who's got time for that? Who got time for hotkeys? OBS gives you so many options with hotkeys. I have an integration with a voice changer. Yeah, see, like you got all that. Wait, do you use an OBS mic or you got a full aux, whatever it calls? Like I said, yeah, that helps a lot, Sonic, but also like, there's nothing about an IT that teaches you how to use OBS and just properly search through things. I will say one of the best things I learned is problem solving and stress resolution, or like stress management. That's the right word. And tolerance. Okay, interesting. You might have to. I'm curious. You should post it in Geek Squad because I'm real curious, or in your Discord, and I'll find it. OBS, like, but there's nothing in my job that's ever been like, here's what OBS is. It's like, I've spent all my time with OBS learning and problem solving it and properly troubleshooting based on a logical diagram that fits to everything. People who say that they can't troubleshoot worry the hell out of me because it means that they can't problem solve in life. It means that you have no building blocks of like understanding when you approach a problem, and I see it all the time. I see it in adults. Like I'm an adult. The government says I'm an adult. So it is a military like thing. The Navy runs on networking, dude. Like, it's all networks. But like I said, OBS doesn't do anything, but it is troubleshooting. Thank you, Chips. I spent a week on a boat out to sea, drifting in the ocean. But just doing circles and stuff. Svampa, hello, nice to see you. You get some free voice channels, like $13. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Because I've been thinking about upgrading to an XLR as well. Is one of the things. But OBS, it's just like, so back to troubleshooting and problem solving. Troubleshooting is like you start at the most logical step and you like work through diagrams and like you like break things down, and then like stress management's like don't handle everything at once and like take in blocks and try and like slowly like deteriorate things. Like a giant meal looks hard, but if you start with the appetizer, it's easy, you know? And so when people are like, I don't know how to troubleshoot this, it's like, dude, just approach it like it's any problem in your life. And they're like, I don't know how to deal with problems in my life. I'm like, you're a train wreck that I don't want to necessarily deal with right now. Because it's like, all you gotta do is take this problem and be like, cool, I can't figure this out. Like, the nice thing with everything IT-wise is that it's on Google, you just gotta ask the right questions. Like, yeah, dude, so, right, it's weird. Like, I'm happy about Stream, but I'm still not content with everything. I'm like, I want to fix that, I want to fix it, but I'm still happy that it looks good, you know? So it was this weird thought that kept going through my mind. What keeps you from being seasick? Being a man. Just kidding. Seasickness doesn't get to me. Car sickness, air sickness, no solution. The people who do get seasick, they do the Dramamine, like, behind the ear things. Jess, did you ever use one of those? Are you still there? Do they work?
I think she's still in voice chat.
She's just, like, off doing something else. I don't know if they
her mic
work.
is muted.
Okay. I don't know if they work. But like,
I've heard they work. I don't know. I don't get seasick, airsick, or car sick.
yeah,
Because I'm good like that.
it's just, it's got, maybe that's a genetic thing, right? But Christopher
not.
gets crazy seasick.
Mm-hmm.
Is Alyssa B Gaming? Hello and welcome, you beautiful human being. Nice to see you. But yeah, because Christopher gets crazy seasick, but not car sick or air sick. I spent most of my childhood when we were flying always getting airsick. Up until I was 13, I'd get airsick in every plane I got in. And then at 13, I stopped getting airsick for some reason. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Hopefully some of your friends get to stop by, and then we can make a big old group of friends and have a good old time. And I've been talking for 2.5 hours, but yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Drew. Hell yeah. You were playing some COD? I was checking your stream out. Alyssa B is really cool. She has some FPS. Everything's like bee and honey themed, and she's real friendly and real cool. So go over there, hang out with her. Best way to support Alyssa, because like she's not affiliated by choice, which is totally cool. We talked about it, and but the best way to support her is just keep her having fun and keep her entertained and go chat her up in her stream. It's a good time. Yeah, she's really cool. Definitely get to know her. She's great at lurking. But yeah, so I don't know what happened at like 13, and then I've been airsick once since then, and that's because some dude bought me a bunch of shots of tequila before hopping on a plane. And I think that was just like over drinking mixed with trying to sleep on a plane on a red-eye flight. That was super bumpy because it was like crazy turbulence. You know what doesn't go well with tequila? Turbulence. Not a good mixed drink. Yeah, Chip, see, those are the kind of people when I think of hype unit that's associated with my brain. So that's why I'm really like always concerned of like who are the people that they accept and like what's their process and why are so many people interested in it. I probably should figure it out and like properly network and be like, oh, this is like something that might be fitting for me. But yeah. But yeah, that's with seasickness, I don't know. Like each person's different. Yo! Dap 'em on your boyos. Welcome to the Narwhal pod. Thank you for that follow, dude. Ooh. That is a film? It only has, what, 4 likes, unfortunately? I do have it set so, like, people, because, like, crazy stuff gets re-uploaded onto YouTube. So, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna say something that I am ashamed of.
Okay.
I'm currently looking up the script to the B movie.
Why?
That's not the fact I'm ashamed about.
Okay.
The fact I'm ashamed about is that this is the 4th time this week I have had to look up the
Why?
script to the B movie.
Why?
So I'm playing a game called Town of Salem.
Mm-hmm.
It's, if anyone out there has ever played, oh, what's it called? Werewolf.
Okay.
It's very much like that.
Oh, like the... wait, never mind.
But it's yes, like the card game Werewolf.
Oh, okay, like the card game. Yeah, okay.
Except it's more than one night.
Okay, cool.
And instead of werewolves, there's mafia.
Okay. I feel like I've heard of this.
It's very good. I love it a lot. I play it when there's not a whole lot else going on. Like, it's
Okay.
really easy to just do shit. while it's going on anyway, there is an option to leave a last will when you die.
Oh.
Usually you use that to like pass along information to, if you're one of the townspeople, it's to pass along information based on what you've been doing each night.
Mm-hmm.
The past couple games I haven't been getting townspeople,
Mm-hmm.
and so I have no need for a last will besides to make funny jokes.
Yeah.
So I've been typing in as much of the B-movie script as I can
Uh-huh.
before I get killed.
And does this B movie will ever get seen by anybody else?
Yes, as
Okay.
soon as I get killed
Yeah.
or hung, my last will gets displayed to
Hanged.
everyone in the game.
Okay. So they all get to read it. Jerry Seinfeld
Yes.
flipping out about B movie. Nice.
Yeah.
I can dig it. That's a proper meme. But okay, so now that we've gone on a B movie tangent. God, what a treasure. What a national treasure, dude. I hope that's
I'm
in
so
like
sorry.
I hope the
I've
B
never actually
movie
watched it.
Really? It's worth a watch. It's got some good morals. It's got some crazy jokes, and it's definitely got some crazy zoophilia in it. So
What?
I don't know. I don't think
What did I just walk into?
I don't think the B movie is good to watch like plain. I think you need to spice it up a little bit.
uh-huh.
A couple years ago there was
I know
Well,
where this
apparently
is
it's already
going.
got a lot of zoophilia in it, so how can you spice it up even more? Other than, what is it, Rule 23, 32? Which one is that?
Rule 34.
Yeah.
34.
No, so you spice it up instead of
I've
We're
never
not-
seen a conversation 180 the other direction.
you spice it up by every time the word B,
B. Uh-huh. This is exactly where I thought this
said.
was going.
You speed up the movie
But
by about like 2%.
yeah.
Okay, so by the time they get to the scene where the woman and the man are playing tennis and the bee's there, at that point there's about 3 seconds left in the movie, and that's only about 20 minutes into the movie.
Yeah. So if you want to
So-
watch the B movie, you can watch all in about 22 minutes.
Oh no, it takes about 7.
Oh,
Is it
gee-
7 minutes?
oh
It's about
yeah,
7
yeah, you're
minutes.
right. It is.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've sat through it. Yeah, it's yeah, that's a thing. Anyways,
Anyway,
sorry about
I just
that.
had a really scary experience.
okay.
So I went outside to go grab my laundry, and then also I wanted to get all that like styrofoam that's in my car out of my car and in the empty recycling bins.
Yes.
But the bird scooter that was still there was in the way of like the door. So I
Okay.
was like, oh, I'm just gonna move it over here onto like the other side of the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they get real angry when you move those things for like more than a couple feet.
Oh.
That thing
Oh.
started flipping the hell out. It was like, wow, wow, wow. It started, this alarm went off. It was super loud. And I'm like, great. All of my neighbors are like, what the hell is going on now? Because it's 9:30 at night and there's some crazy alarm going off outside from a scooter.
Chips and Breezy, real quick, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here through all the craziness. Chips, thank you once again for the raid. Really do appreciate it. Have a great day at school tomorrow. Hope it's been going well. Breezy, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night.
It was
Night,
really
Breezy.
scary. Good night, guys.
Have a good night, Breezy. And Chips.
Yeah, both of them. Back to back.
Back to back, just
Oh,
leaving us.
yes.
I know. It's about getting to that time. But I do want to finish this co-stream thought. But also, speaking of the bird scooters. So I've learned how to drift on those today. I'm gonna
I
say
don't know
learn.
if you attempted to
I did,
drift
I
on
did.
them.
So I started by doing like the cool thing that you do in like 4th grade when like you got a bike that's got good brakes, you know, and you stop real quick and get your skid mark and like the bike kind of turns sideways. So I got that down real good. Alyssa also going to bed. Have a sleep study tomorrow. Interesting, but thank you so much for stopping by and supporting. Thank you for that shout out on Twitter. Have a great night.
If you have a sleep study tomorrow, or are you going to sleep now? Stay up the whole time.
That's a good idea.
Stay up until your sleep study.
You need a really unnatural sleep pattern tomorrow. That's gonna really get you accurate results. But yeah, sleep studies are interesting. But yeah. So anyways, I was feeling pretty confident on like the stopping with like the like cool skid stop, you know, like where it turns a little sideways. And I was like, I got this great idea. I'm like, I'm gonna drift in the middle of traffic across 2 lanes for this full left turn. And I'm like, I'm gonna properly signal. That way I don't really kill myself. That way they know I'm about to do something stupid. And slam on the brakes, push the scooter so that like it pops back hopefully. Instead, it pops so much that I grind the side on it and I am now running on the street. And
in the middle of a street where there are cars coming both directions, and I am behind him on a scooter, making my turn slowly because I am wearing flip-flops and I already almost lost a flip-flop on this ride.
So there I am, a bunch of people about to hop on a highway, and there I am with a scooter flipped into my arms, trying to hold on to it before it takes off at 18 miles per hour in front of me as I'm running with this thing, still trying to make the left turn properly. And I didn't crash. I didn't eat shit. It all ended up okay. I did not look cool doing it. So that was the one downside. But it was a good time. And I'm going to try it again. But
You
maybe...
definitely should be recording these things just when he's doing them.
No, see, that's the problem is, like, I was barely okay. This whole scooter ride was probably one of, like, the
Both
worst
of them.
scooter rides we've had. There to the restaurant and back was terrible. We almost died on the way there because some asshole kept, like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna give you room to go.
Thank you for the follow. Tread
And then
lightly.
And then that same person decides, like, oh, I'm gonna let you guys go around me, give you space, and then I'm gonna make a right turn with no blinker. So we almost died.
That was weird. That dude was real weird. He's
Real
like, here
weird.
you guys go ahead. And then it was like, I legitimately thought this dude was like lining up to kill us. Cause he's like, all right, go ahead. And I'm gonna turn right where you guys are. Like, what?
And then on the way back, we hit some of the worst freaking potholes.
They were
Oh
real
my gosh.
bad.
I hit one that I legitimately almost fell off of my scooter. And I was wearing flip-flops, which is my own fault. But my foot came out on my flip-flop. The whole scooter felt like I was just gonna run into the ground because that scooter was like, no, I wasn't made for this life. I give up.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was bad.
It was, yeah. And there was like
What, did he
buses.
just, like-
Go ahead.
Are these just like electric scooters that you can rent or something?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
San Diego, we had the Lime bikes. I don't know if you've seen those before.
I don't know why, but your voice keeps cutting out for me, Piper.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out in Discord. I think your
Weird.
settings are a little off.
Yeah, I think it's
just
that
your,
auto.
It's just your filter.
Yeah, it's that auto sense gets real weird. Cause like it's a weird thing too of like the mic says I'm picking up great, OBS says I'm picking up great, and then like even my but the weird thing is like even the thing that does my captions, it'll be like your mic's low. I'm like,
Oh, interesting.
What?
'Cause I was gonna say, in the stream you sound fine, but in Discord it keeps cutting out.
yeah, I don't. And this is a consistent thing. And it's real weird. And like I know the server's hosted for me, so like I don't. Yeah, and I think it's maybe the automatic sensitivity. Like I could just kill that and like do this. That might be better. And just like put like the sensitivity crazy low or high, I guess technically. But so we had these Lime bikes everywhere, and San Diego got real upset. They're like, all right, cool. Like you guys have it. Like we were like the people of San Diego were being douches. Like they're just like throwing it around everywhere. So like nobody is parking them properly and all these issues. And they're like, all right, get them the hell out of the city. We don't want to see them, Lime. You're done. You done goofed. And they're like, fine, we can't have bikes. We're gonna put scooters instead. So they got rid of all the bikes in like one weekend and then delivered like 1,000 scooters to the city, legitimately. And then San Diego was like, oh, is this the battle that we're gonna be playing? Well, shit. And Lime's like, ball's in your court. We got another thing that we're ready to push out. And like, I don't know if that's true. If they're like, we're gonna push out electric tricycles. I don't know, man. But San
Segways.
Diego, yeah, right? Like Segways is next, just on every corner. And they're like, all right, San Diego's like, cool, we're not gonna screw with the scooters, fine. Because I think one of the deals is that they had to have a proper way for people to like put them up. And so like the bikes I don't think had kickstands, all of them. So you had to find like bike parking, and they didn't want them parked on the sidewalk, but like San Diego's like scooters can be parked on the sidewalk, I guess. And but they also had to come up and like their app had to have a verification that you parked it properly. So now you have to like you rent it with an app. So it's like you have even Lyft has their own ones out here, and then you just unlock it, ride it. It charges you per like I think Skip does per minute, and then like some do per mile. I don't really know how I get charged, but it's like $5 to go like 4 miles. And then like you lock it and take a picture of you parking it, and then you kick it over, and then just kidding. And then you move it like 10 feet, and it starts alarming. But no, yeah, they're everywhere. So like it's like one of the main modes of transportation are just these electric scooters that has like this really competitive market right now in San Diego.
$5 for 4 miles.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
$5 in my gas tank can get me like 80 miles.
But we're saving the environment.
Yeah.
And
Plus
also,
parking is a
yeah,
bitch
San
here.
Diego, one, they did not make enough parking spaces, and two, usually the parking like on the streets all pay to park. So like you're gonna drive your 4 miles there and then pay the $5 into the parking meter. Or if you're downtown, you have to pay for the 12-hour parking, which is $20 because that's the only option. Or you're paying valet for $25.
That's some bull. When I got here, when I got to Arkansas,
Yeah.
I had to go up to the DMV to. Oh yes, I had to go up to the not the DMV. I had to go up to the Social Security office
Okay.
to get a new copy of my Social Security card, and I parked in this parking lot. I walked in the Social Security office, did my thing, come back out, and as I'm walking back, I noticed that the parking lot I'd parked in, I was supposed to pay, and I just said, "Screw it." I got out-of-state tags. I'll just say I didn't know.
Yeah, no, San Diego. So we have hardcore meter maids. They have their own little tricycle vehicles, and they hit hard, and they have like a measuring stick that they like whack your car with. That Alex, hello and welcome. Nice to see you here. I see that TwitchCon 2019. See you're coming to my neck of the woods like next month. Hype for that for sure. How you doing, you beautiful human being? But yeah, like they go crazy. Like you will park anywhere, and like they will hit you if like it's been like 20 minutes and your parking meter's been expired. So like you don't mess with that stuff in San Diego. Like you will for sure be screwed.
They're just gonna whack my car with a stick.
Yep, they just whack your car and they're like, yep, it's within lines. It's the weirdest thing, and like I don't know, the cops do whatever they want here. It's
I'll be arrested so dang quick.
yeah, people don't like it. But
hit my car.
yeah,
you can't even afford this car. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, so it's real bad. But real quick, for the last topic, I do want to talk about co-streams and like coincide that. So went over to a few guys, and like I think we rated over to one because we were suggested, and the dude had like 9 guys in Discord and was like co-streaming with 9, and like it's great to do like team events or like group events and everything, but there is a limit. And there's a reason why my streaming channel on Discord has 4 people max. Because you get more than like 4 to 8. Like 8 is like definitely like you're definitely pushing it. Especially if like you don't have like any. If you're like, oh, this dude streams or he's a new streamer, he'll be fine. But like if you don't set up like proper ways to co-stream, one, have a toggle mute, hotkeyed on. That way you can mute yours, have a toggle deafen. That way if like they're not listening to you and you need to do your thing and they're still talking, boom, deafen them. Be like, cool, I gotta talk to my chat, deafen, it mutes you. And that way you're not talking over each other. You still get to have that interaction with your chat, and it gets way better. Co-streams are awesome. I'll never be like, don't do them, because I have a grand time. You also have to think with like 4 people's ideal to watch when like you're using like, what is it, Cadigan, or even like Twitch, multi-Twitch. Like 4 streams is like easy to follow, especially when you're playing the same game or racing. Like with racing games, and like anytime you're doing like Mario Maker and you're all on the same level, it's like really easy to tell progress. Like if you're playing a game that's like Fortnite and you're not doing squads with like 8 people, or you're doing something like RP, you're trying to do a multi-stream, you're not all hanging out together, it's real weird. Because you got like Joe Schmo who's like talking to some random person in a different area of the map. You're trying to follow that story while 3 guys are talking over him about some other story. It's like this like turned into a weird like random like streaming advice habits and Sonic lore and the Beam movie. But yeah, co-streams, do it right. When what?
When did y'all talk about Sonic lore? Was that when because I'd run to the gas station, I come back and I see you playing like a banjo or something.
Oh no, yeah, no, Sonic lore was the very beginning of the stream. One of my regular viewers changed his name to Sonic Knuckles Tails, and so we did a huge like Sonic lore of like what his real name was and what games I hate and why I dislike games, and Shadow the Hedgehog and that's game and why you gotta love it to hate it. But Fizzy, you should do a group Let's Play YouTube channel with 15 people. I agree. There's a such thing as too many people, especially if you can't mute the people who aren't currently the main person supposed to be talking. Yeah, so like that's the thing, right? Like, one, it's the reason why, like, one, I have like most of the people that like why I have restrictions on who can hop into voice chat and why I have a limit is one, because it's like it's most of the people who make it to Narwhal or like our band members are like enough of this community that like I trust them to not be a dick, and I trust them to understand that like through and through, like I appreciate them being here, but like you need to understand, like I've been to other streamers streams where like they've had some dude in the Discord running the stream, and it's like, but this isn't twitch.tv/your stream, this is twitch.tv my stream. Like, I'm sorry, like we can have a conversation like through and through of like a real conversation of like I talk, you talk, and like we do, and like we've done really well. Like I appreciate Cross, you jumped in, you've done like it's been really enjoyable having you in voice, and Jess and Drew, like they've been in voice for a lot of them, and like it's like sometimes you gotta be like, all right, Pie's going on his rant, gotta mute the mics for a little bit, and like I appreciate it, but like having like randos go in or people that you don't have a that's my other issue is like the co-streams with random people. They're like, oh, my friend and my friend is in this stream. It's like, dude, you guys have no chemistry. Like your stream together is weird. But like when I do co-streams, it's with like guys like Chips where we have a good time and we hang out and we chat in other people's things, or like a co-stream like with Mario Maker guys, and like we have a good time. Like Ice Cream's a great time to co-stream with. And so like when you co-stream, like you need to think about like, hey, I want people to watch this together and I want us to understand. So usually one, if you're going to co-stream, having people who you gotta have other streamers. So like it gets a little weird too of like, hey, we're gonna do Jackbox night with like special people, but we're gonna have 6 people in here who don't stream normally. It's like, okay, do they like understand like normal Discord talks and like how streams happen and whose stream it is and whose priority? Like when I did Jackbox with Smoothie, it was a ton of fun, and it was like, cool, it's Smoothie's event, so he got most priority. I definitely muted as it required because I was streaming as well, and we had a good time, and like we figured that out. But yeah, it's real interesting. That's stupid, the police hitting your car over parking mirrors. No, so they don't hit your car. They're not like breaking your car. They're not like, oh, I'm going to take a club to your car because your parking meter. Your car, if it sticks out a certain distance, is illegally parked. So they have like a meter stick and they don't stop to do it. So they like poke your car with a meter stick, and like it's a love tap and it's got a cushion on it. It's like a pool noodle, like, but it's a stick. It's like a yardstick with a pool noodle at the end. But like I've also seen like a few times where it doesn't have the pool noodle and like it's clearly just like a blind man stick, basically what it looks like, and like he does his like little love tap on it. It's not causing scratches, it's not doing damage, it doesn't do anything. It's like hitting a car with the back of your hand. It's not gonna do anything. But people still get all upset. Like when we do vehicle inspections for base security and like all that stuff, like you gotta hit the car and like make sure if anything falls out and kind of like shake the trim. So it's the same thing, and people get upset about that. And it's like, I'm not hurting your car. There's no, like, I'm not denting it. There's no damage to it. I'm just doing like little tiny taps to see if it's hollow, and then little shakes of it where it's clearly already loose, and like, or I'll reach into it. Like, it's not a destruction of property by any means, and they're not going out here taking clubs to cars. Like, they're not scratching cars and being like, oh, your parking meter, that is a fine, and you don't even get ticketed. You just get your car that has to go to the repair shop because it's undrivable because you let your meter expire.
That would be crazy.
Right?
Can you imagine if that was like an actual thing? Like, you parked here and your meter was up 10 minutes ago. That means I get to destroy your right side view mirror.
Here's my thing, and this is what I love, is that the cops weren't the ones. The cops had to enforce the community, but the community got to enforce those rules. So like, you're just like walking down the street after brunch and like, oh shit, expired meter, I got my stick, like here we go. like that's the new Sunday trend, is like going downtown and just walking down with like your shotgun and your 9-iron, and you're just having a grand old time. But, and like, one dude, God, one of the comedians, it might be, God, what's his name? He plays Spider-Ham, John Mulaney.
Oh yeah, John Mulaney.
It might be him. I don't remember. Or it might be who's the dude who's famous for all the short jokes? Martin.
Martin Freeman?
Martini. Oh God, what's his name?
You're just saying words.
Yeah. Hold on, ready? Comedian.
Who's famous for short jokes.
For
You're gonna
There's
come
a
up
lot
with
of
like 3
those.
midget comedians. I don't
Yeah,
know if
you're
that's an
probably right.
offensive term. If it is, I'm sorry.
I think it is. Oh no, no, not these people. Oh, yep, there's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dimitri Martin. It might be him. Anyways, they have this joke about like everybody should get like a golden pass to run over one pedestrian, one jaywalker, like one pedestrian a year, and like
What is
that's
this, the purge?
yeah, basically, it's like it's diet purge. It's the diet purge.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm not gonna talk. That made me think of something that my crazy
Sonic, it
sailor
is
was
illegal to
saying.
damage a car intentionally. It's property destruction.
I don't think he understood the
The
I don't.
the
the
joke.
fact that we weren't being serious.
Yeah. No. But yeah, no, he has like this joke about like, you know, when you get hit as like that pedestrian who's like jaywalking or like walking too slow, and you're just like, shit, dude, that guy, like, he wasted his one legal hit on me. I guess I deserved it as being a real asshole. And I'd be like, yeah, man. And it's like great, except there's no way to be like, do you have to like call it in after your hit and like get all his info? Like, what if he hits you at like 60? Like, what are the rules? Like, I'd love to enforce it, but you just can't. But anyways, I think we hit most of the topics. We've had a good time. This was really good. Like, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It's nice to see that like I can do like a crazy 3-hour just chatting stream and like maintain a good viewership and have people stop by and be sweet. And I really appreciate it. But we are going to figure out who to raid because my voice is dying. 3 hours of just like non-stop talking. Why is he not on my auto host?
Your voice is dying because of the way that you kept trying to voice Akarsha.
Wait, I gotta refresh this. I'm like, unless Lumi's live. If Lumi's live, we're raiding her because Lumi, I don't think we raided her, and she's a ball.
When is the second one supposed to be coming out?
For Cars? Or the B
No,
movie?
Butterfly thing.
Oh.
Cars.
Oh,
What?
butterfly soup?
Butterfly, I
Yeah.
don't know. We keep looking it up. Brianna Lay's like in progress for it, and I would love, and like, if I kept doing Toad voices, dude, oh, it would kill me. But, no. It'd be a good time. But, let's see. Who was live? We rated them recently. I've never been over there. Sad Boy Gaming, who is this? Why am I following him?
sad?
Sad boy.
Who is?
Who's a sad boy?
Who's a sad boy?
Who's that sad boy?
Why am I following this person?
What the hell?
I don't know. There was one time where I was over there streaming with Piper and somebody came in and just kept asking about who the sad boy was.
Yeah, that
I
did
remember
happen. Yeah, that was during Dark Souls, wasn't it?
And I was
Yeah,
like,
that was during Dark Souls.
who is the sad boy? I is not boy.
No, that wasn't during Dark Souls.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was. It was one of the times Jess was over because Jess was the boy.
No, I know the Dark Souls 12-hour stream.
Yeah, it was probably that.
Yeah.
How far did you end up getting in Dark Souls anyway?
Not far enough.
To the dragon armor.
Oh, Dragon Slayer armor?
Yeah.
Jesus, you still got a long way to go.
Yeah, we'll see if it gets voted for again. I don't know if I. Well, yeah, September's up. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for September. I have a few ideas, but I gotta figure it out. I don't know who this boy is. I don't know why.
Sad boy?
He's a sad boy.
Sad boy?
I'm following him. He only has 23 viewers. He says he's a weeb.
Only.
His
You're sitting at 12.
he's 20 years old.
Fucking Jay used
18 plus, whatever, man. He's playing.
Does he look?
He doesn't have a camera. He doesn't have VODs on. What do you guys think? Should we rate him? Make this
If he doesn't have a VOD history,
Remnant from the
that's a big
Ashes?
sign.
Man, die, bitch.
Oh, I've seen Remy play that.
On Archer.
like a
Maybe not. He's like
shooter
yelling at
game.
things, being like, yeah, being like, fuck you, you bitch. Oops, that's one in the thing. I was quoting a dude. Whoops.
Still counts.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good to
Alright.
count once.
Uh,
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Hero's broken.
What's broken?
Hero.
Oh, is he?
I am in semifinals for a 1v1 tourney, and I have only won because I've hit snooze and then a fully charged F smash.
GG on that filter. Yeah, it's real good. Oh man. Alright, let me go through my let's see if anybody from Fab or Wolf Den is streaming. I was the last stream promotion. What about Show Society? I was also. Alright, let's see if they are still live then. If Poxers is still live. Please? Nope. They're also partnered. Interesting. Interesting. I wouldn't think that like a partnered streamer would like. There's Stay Hydrated. I bought you right, Drew. 3 hours. That's what.
I know it's been 3 hours for every stream this month.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Or at least every stream I've been here for the first 3 hours.
Going live community. All right. Oh wait, I was at the bottom. Okay, Fizzy. Combustible Dan streams a variety of content at there. He streams real life glassblowing, retro gaming, and just some normal games that interest him. Check him out because Fizzy likes him. Sounds like a good dude. He's got 85 followers. You know what? Let's raid Combustible Dan. That seems like a good time.
I like the name.
Hell yeah! Alright, let me throw this up then.
On deployment, I was always called Combustible Cox.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I kinda caught myself on fire once.
Oof. I did that. I lit my face on fire once.
And the
Tried to be a fire breather. Did not go well.
while I was at the motor pool one day, they had broken into my locker, got everything out, found a locker. There was a locker like on the other side of the fob, and
Photo mode.
it had a combustible sticker on it, and they dragged it all the way from over there, put it in the chew, and then put all my stuff in that.
Oof. Oof.
Just,
All right,
I thought it
guys.
was hilarious.
That's,
I can change channels?
if it's done with the right people. All right, I'm going to be dropping our man your battle stations, and then we're gonna raid over, guys. Make sure you copy those messages.
Don't you have to rate him out, or is that just?
I do. It's the pip 2. Yeah. So the Pi
It's
Bye
there.
Bop. If you copy it,
it'll
yeah.
work.
It's just that it's not subscribed anymore. So it still does its job. All right, Narwhals, man your battle stations.
Narwhals, man. Stations.
Here we
Hey,
go.
Viper, how's it going?